era. I guess my question to you is, we asked this last year, win a national championship, but I mean, are we going to see Indiana year in, year out in the playoffs?
I mean, that's a great question. So many things can happen. You know, I always hesitate. The reason I'm hesitating is because I think it's tough for any team. You see how quickly, you know, your seasons can change. Everything can change. You see how quickly it changed at Michigan, and now they're trying to rebuild. I don't think Ohio State's had a great transfer portal window, you know, so we'll see, you know, what their level is going to be. Meanwhile, teams can bounce back. And I think Indiana, based on what they've done in recruiting and who they're bringing in, remember, for them, it's more going to be about fit rather than stars. And he admits that. He talks about production over potential and how that's his kind of his guiding principle in roster building. I do think, listen, they got Josh Hoover out of the transfer portal. Nobody threw more RPOs this year than Fernando Mendoza. Do you know the guy who's second on that list?
Gonna guess Josh Hoover.
Josh Hoover.
Yeah.
That's right.
He
so
he fits the bill. Yeah.
He fits the bill. God, I'm blanking his name. Incredible name. The back they got from, I believe it was Boston College, in the transfer portal. Gosh, guys, I'm sorry, I'm blanking his name.
That's okay.
But anyways,
no, I had it written down myself.
Not highly rated, but you look at his production, virtually off the chart. One of the most productive backs, you know, and so you look at the way that they've done it with Kalon Black and Roman Hemby and running the football, and you got Coogan at center and all these guys, and you're like, well, could they run it back? Probably. Who'd they get? Nick Marsh from Michigan State, really good player. Lance, I think you've been on him for a while, right? Like you and I were talking about him mid-year, I believe. They should be really. Charlie Becker should be back. They should be really good again. My question would be defensively: Can they do this without D'Angelo Ponce, who's an unbelievable corner, even at 5'9", without Aiden Fisher, who's the brain and the heartbeat of the operation? When you miss those intangibles, that's what gives me pause. Like, well, are they going to do this every single year? Well, I don't know, because you don't have Aiden Fisher and D'Angelo Ponce. So do you have guys that can do that can be those leaders? Their defense schematically is very much centered around D'Angelo Ponce, their corner. He allows them to create numbers in the run game on base downs opposite of where he's playing, and he's generally playing into the boundary. So it's something that is remains to be seen, but I'll be interested. I think them, Oregon, and Ohio State will be the favors in the Big Ten again next year.
Turbo Richard.
What a great
There you
name.
go, Turbo. I mean,
You don't
what
play
a name.
You don't play him at fullback, do you?
Yeah, Turbo.
No.
So Miami wins this game if they can do what to Indiana?
So the first thing that they have to do is at least contain, maybe not totally stop, but contain the run game. Indiana is
Favorite Next Round gear all in one place, nextround.store. From our Next Round hats to the logo tees to the all-time best-selling Y'all Can Have the Rest shirt, you can look your best by shopping with us at nextround.store. Take the next round anywhere with nextround.store.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
We interrupt this program for breaking news. From the gators of the litigation situation. Insurance companies have a playbook. I repeat, insurance companies have a playbook. Deny, delay, defend. They know which law firms will fold and settle cheap. They are not on your side. That's corporate greed at work. At Alexander Sonara Trial Attorneys, we fight back. We have the resources, the muscle, and the will to take them on. And you don't pay a dime unless we win. They fight dirty. We fight hard. Call 659-777-7777 or hit up alexwins.law.
Physical office location, Birmingham.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown, Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Indiana. Sweet, sweet Indiana. National champions. Never thought I'd ever say that phrase, but my God, they were the best football team from start to finish. 16 games, 16-0, and they're the best team. Before we talk about the game, can we just get celebration videos from Bloomington and anywhere else? Let's just let Forrester empty the holster here and let's just live react on the air. This is Bloomington, Indiana, on the streets there. That's a drone. I assume they don't have the Goodyear blimp flying that low, so we're going to call that a drone over the streets of Bloomington. It's from, as you see people walking out in the streets, nothing but a sea of humanity down the streets there in Bloomington, Indiana. We've all got friends who are Indiana fans, some at my church, some I used to work with at CBS 42. Connor O'Gara, who's friends of the show. I'm sure we were all texting our Indiana friends last night. Good for them. Just an amazing thing. What else do you have for us? This is more from the sea of people. Bloomington, Indiana.
And obviously, first time ever, it hits a little harder and a little deeper. But you guys remember the scenes in Tuscaloosa for the second, third, fourth national championship.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about how this, not this many people because it's not the same size university, but this is the type of reaction that Auburn had when they won their first one.
Yeah.
Alabama had when they won their first one under Saban.
Yep.
You know,
this is going to, good for them. This is
good
going to
times. It's good times.
It's great. But, this is going to become an obnoxious fan base.
I'm not sure it will. I'm not sure we'll ever hear from them again.
Boy, we heard that last year.
I know.
Best coach in football.
I would have bet against them.
And everything he calls, man, it's just like it works out for him. It's crazy.
I would have bet against them winning another basketball championship. I really would have.
Yeah,
but I can't tell you what I would have bet against them winning a football championship.
Here's Sig walking off from Indiana, their video, points to God, and then gets the Gatorade dump or Powerade dump. I didn't catch the logo there.
That looked like the Gatorade light or whatever.
Yeah. And then he gets the celebration. He doesn't wear a T-shirt under that thing, so that was cold on his back. I mean, you're right. He makes the right calls. We'll talk about the game in a second. You got any more celebration, Forrester? Anything else you want to get out of the
see our man Ian standing next to
Mendoza
at the end there?
Yeah, I saw.
Well, I mean, I teared up. I teared up when Fernando. Here's the trophy being raised.
Yeah,
look at that. That's really cool.
I mean, look,
it was cooler when Saban was doing it, but it's really cool.
I mean, the last first-time national champion?
I heard it last night. I know it, but I'll let you say it.
It was 96 Florida.
96 Florida.
I mean, that's 30 years ago. You don't see a lot of first-time college football national champions. Now, this era might be a little bit different.
Could be. I think we're in a changing world. Yeah.
We'll do a whole segment on that later on. Who could be next.
It's just really, really cool to see something we've never seen before. I mean, not only that, you see a 16-0.
When he was poised and with his Holly Rowe interview, and then right when he finished and she was starting to wrap it up and he looked up and I think he looked at the scoreboard again or at the big sign that said Indiana National Champions. And then he did that.
He started crying. He couldn't finish the sentence.
We started fighting the tears back. I lost it right there.
I know what Fitzy did. Fitzy was like, Fernando, you're in tears right now. Walk us through it, man. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Tell me. Fitzy tried to get the tears rolling, did he?
You thinking of your dead grandmother?
Yeah. And his mom, and his mom.
That's a really cool story.
It really is. Yeah. The way my wife brought that up, she had read it somewhere as we were watching the game. She's like, you know what I think is cool? It's like, what? She's like, his dad doesn't stand so he can celebrate with his mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that is really neat.
Yeah, walk around.
Yeah.
It's really cool, but I mean, how tough it'd be to restrain yourself on, like the 4th and 4 moment. Like I don't think I could do it.
I don't think so either.
You mentally try to train yourself to sit and celebrate with your wife, but man, I'd be leaving my feet.
I'd go crazy.
I've got a family member and a dear friend, both of them women that are battling MS, and it's just a lot of horrible diseases out there, and to see her going through the joy with her son and the love that family has for each other. I cannot speak more on Fernando Mendoza and the Heisman winner and our national champion. Anything else for us that we need to get to? No? Okay. Let's talk about the game itself, brought to you by our friends at Storm Restoration Roofing. Indiana climbed the ladder to the top of college football. We'll tell you how they got there by beating Miami 27-21. Greg will climb the ladder and get on top of your house and inspect that roof for you. It's a free, no-cost roof inspection, 205-542-3531. 205-542-3531. Listen, you may be putting your house on the market this year. And if you are, maybe the inspection says you need to do some work on your roof. Greg's got a call for that. But he'll give you a free no-cost roof inspection before you even put the house on the market so you can get that roof just right for you. And listen, if you got stained or an old-looking roof just because of the summer sun, he's got a soft wash program that'll make that roof look brand new again. Great curb repeal, we call that in the business right there. A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Greg from Pell City on Facebook. His cell number, straight to him, 205-542-3531 for that free no-cost roof inspection, or just to touch base with Greg and see what he can do for you, or stormrestorationroofing.com. Play of the game. I used to, we've done it on the show before, back when magazines were still a thing. We've been together 17 years now. When magazines were still a thing, we'd try to guess what the cover of Sports Illustrated was going to be. This was easy. It's the picture I sent Forrester last night of Mendoza diving across on that 4th and 5 play. This right here. This is. I mean, I don't do magazine covers, but that's about as easy as you can do.
Cover of Sports Illustrated, right there.
You know, all I could think about was how different a 12-yard and a 14-yard touchdown from 24 hours was. The Caleb Williams 14-yard touchdown and that 12-yard touchdown. They looked a lot different, didn't they? They looked a lot different. Yeah. But I could not believe they didn't kick, and I can't believe the play call.
Yeah.
You're running the quarterback draw with Mendoza. Look, much more athletic than people believe. But, man, I mean, it was just, you know, it's very cliche and very cheesy, team of destiny, but that's what it was.
I don't know how long you kept watching. But when he was down with Van Pelt, he said it was supposed to be a pass play. It was a run-pass option.
Okay, yeah, I did not see that.
And he said, I had a pass option first, and then I decided, and I thank God for giving me that quick thought to run it, and then thank God it worked. He said, and Mendoza joked, I can't imagine if I hadn't gotten it.
Oh, if you'd not picked up the first down?
I mean, it's pretty amazing when you think about – and how many people, like I was watching the game with some guys at walk-ons before. I watched the first half there, and there were so many of those guys that thought Indiana was going to win this game by, 21 to 28 points. And the game played out perfectly for Miami outside of the missed field goal in the first half. I mean, it really came down to 2 plays, the Mendoza touchdown and the block punt.
Yeah, I mean, special teams kill Miami. You doink a field goal, and you get a punt block for a touchdown. That's 10 points, and they lost by 6 points. I mean, you play clean special teams, you're right in. I mean, they were right in it at the end anyway. You play clean special teams, Indiana may have to make a heroic play just to win the thing.
Yeah, I mean, Clyde brought this up. Look, I mean, they have got to be good on third down. They were 3 of 11. They've got to have less penalties and less turnovers. They had more penalties. They had more turnovers. And, this is characteristic for this Miami team as they make these mistakes. And, boy, they were still in it because of that defense.
I'm with you, though. I thought they would kick right there.
Yeah.
When he had to start using a timeout, then.
Oh, I didn't think he would kick. I was just saying.
Oh, I thought he would kick.
Yeah. I thought he would kick.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy to go for that.
See, I didn't.
They're up 3 at that point.
Up 3. You put them up 6. I mean, the defense is playing so well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know, but a touchdown you're going to lose either way.
But 3 takes it overtime.
What is it? Is it 4 minutes on the clock? 4-ish minutes on the clock? Is that?
I think it's about.
Is that right?
No.
That was like 9 minutes on the clock. 8 or 9 minutes.
Yeah, there was 9:18 to go.
9:18. Yeah, a lot of game left.
Yeah, I kicked for sure.
I think I would have kicked too, and I really thought he was going to. And I mean, you call the timeout, you call the play. I did not realize that was not the play they called, or not the exact idea of the play they called. Right.
Options. Well, I mean, there's great explanations. Let's listen to them afterwards. Let's go Fernando Mendoza first, cut number 7, Tyler, if you will, on the 4th down touchdown run, and then we'll circle back to Cignetti talking about Mendoza. But here is, before we play this, I don't know why it bothered me so much, but as I watched him do his post-game interviews in that shirt, it's like they gave him the wrong size shirt.
It's like he's still got his shoulder pads on.
His shirt is it's huge.
Yeah.
It's like it should be an offensive lineman's shirt. I know he'll get a better fitting T-shirt, multiple ones.
Do they give him maybe the big where they think they might throw it over the pads right there on the stage?
Yeah.
And maybe that's what he did first, and then he took it off and went back out with
terrible looking shirt anyway.
Oh, it really is. It really is. Okay, here's Fernando Mendoza.
You know how many of those they'll sell in Bloomington today?
All of them.
Well, as everyone is telling me, like Tim, go back to the Forrester if you can, the diving touchdown picture.
Right.
Tim makes a great point. He goes, I don't know if Indiana has a Daniel Moore, but that guy's rich today.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Danny ought to do it.
Yeah, no, he should. He
Danny,
might.
Yeah, just do it and sell them up there. You'll sell all you want.
Yeah. Worth the canvas and the paint, Danny.
And to your point, you don't even have to think about the play.
I would have been up all night, Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff and Rusty listen to us. Hey, guys, text me if you guys are planning on doing this.
Sure, let us know.
Let's just go
We'll
ahead.
promote the hell out of it for you.
We'll give you a little seed money if you need it. If we get a percentage.
I mean, knowing what this fan base
Oh, my
spends
gosh.
and with
I know.
800,000 plus,
I mean, what is I hate to do this to Danny, but just a normal-sized Daniel Moore painting?
I mean,
1,000?
I don't know if
care.
it's that much. I think 500.
500?
maybe.
So you telling me every Indiana fan breathing wouldn't spend $500 on that painting?
Yeah.
I bet 100,000 would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the math.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just-
so I'm with Dunaway. I don't mind the seed money here. I think Danny's okay.
I'd been pouring coffee down Danny's throat.
I don't know if you guys noticed. We
Keep painting,
Keep
man.
painting, big
Keep
fella.
painting, man.
We do a pretty good job on the whiteboards on our upset alert. We could try to collaborate here, put this thing together, and send it out before anybody else.
Oh. I'd have been behind Danny all last night, poking him with a stick. Don't go away. All-nighter, man. All-nighter.
You don't have to pee.
Yeah.
That's the state of mind.
Can you not paint in the back of the van as we drive to Bloomington? Come on, Daniel A. You know what A's for? A's for an all-nighter.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go, Danny.
Here's Fernando Mendoza on that fourth down touchdown run. That was an iconic Vince Young-esque moment.
A big concept that we've really had on ourselves this year is always betting on ourselves. Whether it's preseason, no one thinks we can make it. Whether it's figuring it out in situations like Oregon, Penn State, and Iowa, we've always figured it out. And whenever Coach Cignetti, Coach Shanahan, they called that play, we knew, hey, we're going to bet ourselves one more time in the biggest stage of the game. And at that point, I took the drop, and it wasn't the perfect coverage for it, but I trust my linemen, and everybody in that entire offense and entire team had a gritty performance today, and we're all putting our bodies on the line. So it's the least I could do for my brothers.
His energy is so raw. It reminds me seriously of, you guys remember when, and Dunaway, you probably did because you were in the mud hole, but you'd get up early and maybe you were going to the beach with the family and you were so excited, like in the summer or Christmas morning. He's just literally like a kid with his excitement all of the freaking time.
Apparently he's not that way off camera, Cignetti says. I read a story in The Athletic going into the game that he is his parents taught him that when he is doing interviews and communicating with others to be that way, but that he's not very vocal in the football building, on the practice field, anything like that, that he doesn't really talk a lot.
Well, what do they tell him on first dates? Because that would creep somebody out if he's that over the top.
Yeah. Hey, you can order the spaghetti? I think I want the spaghetti too. This is going to be a great day. Yeah.
The over pronunciation of everything and all that comes from his mom and dad's teaching and such.
Well, they've raised a good one.
Oh, they have. Yeah. I don't think there's any doubt. Well,
His brother's in the portal, by the way, this morning.
Very quickly.
We'll never see.
You guys did hear him drop the
F-bomb.
let's F and go.
Come on,
Yeah,
Scott.
everybody
It
drops
was great. It was great.
F-bombs all the time.
Who among us has
Well,
that?
he
has
gets
allowance
asked about
up?
that. Cut 8. Let's go ahead and knock that out, too, since Forrester brought it up. He did cuss, according to some people, maybe the first time ever. Here's St. Fernando Mendoza on the podium getting asked about cussing.
You dropped a curse word there at the end, something you don't do very often. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, I would say overwhelmed by emotion, and it's the pinnacle peak. It's like all season we've, sometimes I've had these cookie cutter responses, and media trained responses where it's been like, oh, on to the next game, on to the next play, and now we did it. We did it. So at that point, I think it was only fitting to kind of, open the floodgates, per se. Probably break my stereotype.
He's been around Coach Sig too long. He has an X-rated mouth.
No doubt.
X-rated mouth. Hey, one day he'll have a kid and step on a Lego, and then that'll be the second time he cusses.
Well, I just, I think there's the Lord's name in vain, and then I'm not sure some of the words that we've said are cuss words really I mean, who decided these words are bad?
It is fascinating, isn't it? Like
taking the Lord's name in vain.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty clear in the Bible there. If you believe in the Bible, you're like, you can't really argue that one. But the Bible never really addresses.
But just because we decided this F word is supposed to be.
Yeah, who got to pick those?
Yeah. I mean, I'll drop that.
Yeah, I mean, like
62 times and 90 shots.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys are pretty surprised that I hold on to it and I don't let it go, considering that just my walking around, I'm kind of like Sig there with the X-rated mouth. But, if I was to come on here and say C-sucker a million times or MF, that's a little different.
It's a little different, but I just, Jim's right. I have always wondered how he settled on like this set of words.
Yeah.
These are the ones you can't say. Yeah. Like, I mean, somebody somewhere was like, all right, that one, can't say that one again, Bob.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. I just said it for the first time. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Have you noticed this year in media, though, like players are starting to loosen up and they just don't really care?
Well, in game day. I mean, game day's the same way. Like once, I mean,
McAfee drop the S word all the time.
Yeah, and it's just like second nature now. And I guess it no longer gets a fine or anything.
But like McVay in the post game the other day. I mean, it's MF for this, MF for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's I think unless you are mainstream media news coverage, the FCC really doesn't care about you.
No.
They're not going to find a sports show.
No, but I mean, it really, McAfee, they run that disclaimer. I mean, this is how people speak in the real world. I was sitting in that back room at walk-ons last night. I mean, it sounded like we were on a freaking cruiser in the Pacific.
Navy ship.
Yeah. I mean,
here's Curt Cignetti on the fourth down call. And Fernando Mendoza is quarterback, cut number 4, Tyler, if you will. What was going through his head. And this is fascinating to me because they bet on Miami running the same defense again.
That's crazy. I heard it.
Here's Sig.
That particular play didn't feel really good about kicking a field goal there. The play before, they were in the coverage for the quarterback draw, which we put in specifically in the medium package in the low red against that look. We had to block it a little different than we normally do, and that was about a 45-minute discussion in the staff room how we were going to call it and do it. Line did a great job executing, so the back, and Fernando trucked the linebacker, broke a few tackles. And, let me tell you, Fernando, I know he's great at interviews and comes off as the All-American guy, but he has the heart of a lion when it comes to competition. I mean, that guy competes like a warrior. And, he got really smacked a few times in this game. That one drive we kicked the field goal, there should have been 2 roughing the quarterbacks and 1 high hit to the head that weren't called. I'm all for letting them play, but when they cross the line, you got to call them. And I can't say enough about his effort on that play and our team finding a way to get it done.
I don't know if you guys, well, you were at walk-on, so no, but you were watching the 4K, weren't you?
No.
You weren't watching the 4K? So they go to break after the drive he's talking about in the 4K, and this rarely happens. In fact, I've watched the 4K every game this year, and I can't remember this happening another time. Initially, at the start of the break, they were still giving us the live feed from the stadium rather than the standard camera. So Holly Rose talking to Fowler and Herbstreit,
and you can
hear it. Yeah, and I'm
great.
like,
I used to love that.
Oh, nobody say anything. Let's let this go as long as you could. And she's like, guys, Cignetti is absolutely furious. He has unloaded on this referee down here about not getting these calls. And then it cut away. She said something. I can't remember. She was like, he just said, and then it cuts away and it goes to the camera they show you during the break. I'm like, dang, I wanted to hear what he said. So, I mean, he said it in the halftime interview, too. He was furious about that.
Oh,
and
dude.
The one where he hands off and he continues the fake, I know you're taught, make the quarterback pay.
That's right. Now, he did rise into his chin.
He did.
It was probably targeted.
Yeah, I mean, if he still has ball in hand, he gets called, and you got an ejection in 15 yards.
Yeah. But, I mean, I know you're taught, make the quarterback pay on that.
That's right. Yeah. If you're going to run those,
that's right.
You hit the quarterback every time.
Yeah, that was a pretty late hit, though. Pretty late hit and under the chin.
Yeah, but
they're not afraid to hit late.
No, not Miami.
You're watching it with slow-mo, though.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're running real speed, how do I know he's got the ball or he's not running the option? So you hit him. I had no problem with that, and it slid up and hit him in the chin, and he probably did launch. It would have been an interesting call to make that early in our national championship game. Other than that, I didn't see. I mean, the other two, I don't know what he's talking about.
He was apparently furious, according to Holly Rowe during the break, and he brought it up again in the halftime interview, and that was a whole another quarter hit pass.
I still can't believe Miami had ball in hand with Carson Beck to make, one or two plays. I can't believe they didn't use middle of the field more. Like, you had 40 seconds.
Had plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time with the clock stoppage.
And Malachi Toney, that's where he's going to beat him, is the middle of the field.
Oh, and that's all I do, man. You saw what he did on the drive before.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand him. It was a terrible read.
It was. And I felt like, and Brown made this point, and they did on the post game as well, they suckered him into that throw. But I think if he throws it for the end zone,
leads into the pylons,
just lofts one for the back of the end zone, I think the guy's going to beat him to that back of the end zone.
Yeah, but it's a genius. I mean, it's a great disguised defense where basically the corner knows he can play off because he's got the safety. Carson Beck doesn't think he's got the safety. You're gambling on that, and the cornerback played it perfect.
Man,
I'll give him credit.
I thought that right after the interception, he tore his ACL or something.
Oh, I did when the kid went down?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, then he got and took his helmet off, got 15.
Jamari Sharp.
Yeah,
people were upset about that flag. I mean, it's automatic when you take your helmet off.
What's it matter?
It doesn't matter.
You take your knees. Yeah, you got to give Miami credit, man. They didn't do crap in the first half, and that defense kept them alive. Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, man, they were going up and down the field on Indiana's defense like very few teams, if any, have this year.
Do you think, and because this came into play, I ended up going 1-1. I had Miami in the under 47.5. That last field goal from
it's a tough one.
Yeah, from Indiana actually put it over. But if you don't have the penalty on the false start, you've got a second and one there.
Game's over.
Yeah, I think they get the first down and the game ends at 24-21, right?
Yep. That false start kept Miami alive because the way they were running with Hemby and Brown, or Hemby and Black, excuse me. I mean, you've got basically they're going to take 3 plays to get 1 more yard.
Yep.
And they're going to get it the way they were running the ball. That false start kept the game alive, and it was a twitch, but that was a clear false start. You got to call that one. And
right, I mean, he took accountability.
Oh, he did immediately. And I was just blown away, like when Ruben Bain ran past that guy the first time. Like the guy was not even out of his stance, and Ruben Bain was past him. And they're like, this guy is a Walter Camp All-American and the Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year. And I'm like, Ruben Bain just made him look like an idiot.
Yeah. But I thought Miami played really well everywhere except their offensive line against little Indiana's defensive line. And that was the difference. When they couldn't, they had 65 yards in the first half. When they couldn't get those 3rd and 1s and I guess sometimes 4th and 1s, but those 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s, it just didn't make sense.
Well, and Fletcher was a big factor. I mean, obviously the long run, but, overall, I mean, they were able to run the football.
Yeah, except when it was 3rd and short.
Yeah.
They couldn't run it. And I didn't think they were very creative on their play calling in those situations either, especially in the first half. But in the second half, it was such an entertaining game in the second half. More on the game. Hear from Mario Cristobal here in a second. Indiana's your national champions. Big Ten's won 3 straight. A lot to talk about there, too. Odie's brings you part of the show today. Tell us about Odie's.
Great place to go enjoy a lunch with this cold weather. Maybe some chili, side of grilled cheese, delicious wings, fantastic burgers, the incredible sandwiches, like the Diablo sandwich. Rodney Davis has been doing that food for almost 4 decades. Tomorrow night, every Wednesday night, it's Odie's Team Trivia. We'll be out at the original location in Crestline, newest location in Edgewood. Get in, see Will Haver and that great staff. Birmingham Institution is Odie's Tavern.
Perhaps you were watching the game last night and you're like, who I would like to go see? I'd like to go see Rikishi. Well, I've got great news for you. The O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels 55th Annual Edition coming to the BJCC exhibition halls. And Rikishi is going to be there signing autographs Friday 4 to 7 in the BJCC North, South, and East exhibition halls is where you find this
weekend.
Next weekend. Also,
okay.
Kevin Mack from Counts Customs. He'll be there on Saturday, and TV host and personality Courtney Hansen. She will be there on Sunday. They've got kids 5 and under getting in free. They've got other kids' ticket prices. You can see more at worldofwheels.net. Worldofwheels.net. It is the 55th annual O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels next Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the BJCC. And you can get tickets in advance, discount tickets, in fact, at any O'Reilly Auto Parts ticket stores. Any O'Reilly Auto Parts stores, you could get discount tickets, is what that should have said right there. Tickets also at the door, worldofwheels.net. For all the information, worldofwheels.net, the 55th annual O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels.
LT hinted that a lot of people didn't believe Indiana could back up last year with what they did this year, and I assume people will doubt them again next year. But here's Curt Cignetti, the national championship winning coach at age 64 for Indiana. And as he opened his post-game statement last night, he tried to put it all into context what had just happened to this great university.
Hard-fought game. Give a lot of credit to Miami. It was a real gut check. We found a way. It's credit to our guys' resiliency to find a way to get that done. It's a great thing. Indiana winning the national championship 2 years into our tenure. You do it with people and a plan. Can't say enough about our senior leadership and the people we have in the locker room and the people we have on our staff and our strength and conditioning staff, support staff, and the commitment we received from President Witt and Scott Dolson. I would like to say our NIL is nowhere near what people think it is. So you can throw that out. And we're 16-0, and I guess we're 27-2 since Indiana, but we're 16-0.
16.
National champions at Indiana University, which I know a lot of people thought was never possible. It probably is one of the greatest sports stories of all time, but it's all because of these guys and the staff. So proud of them, and it's a great night.
Best active coach in college football right now. I think it's really hard to deny.
It's tough.
I mean, once you win one, it's hard to deny.
27-2 at Indiana.
And he made
That's insane.
And he made calls during the game.
Yeah.
That are just brilliant calls.
And he's so calm, like his demeanor.
Yep.
And he's almost robotic.
He did break a headset last night. So,
well, yeah, I mean,
he learned that from the best. But, I mean, you're right. Otherwise, he doesn't get caught in the emotions of the game. You don't see him celebrating a whole lot. You don't see him, he'll ride the officials, but he moves on to the next play. He does everything the way you want it done. I don't know. I mean, if you've got a college football program, I think he's unique, but he's the type of coach you want.
I know we're going to do the exercise in a little bit on Way Too Early. I'm just looking back at the 40 and 40 I sent you on May 7th of 2025.
Where'd you have Indiana?
I had Indiana at 22.
Yeah, I had him at 27. Or maybe we had him at 27.
I had Miami at 16.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, it's a different world.
I think I had Miami 10.
Different world.
There's one thing every coach is passionate about doing is letting you know that their NIL is not as big as what's being reported. Yeah. Well, they are thin-skinned about that, aren't they? Yeah. They do not want you to think their NIL is big.
I believe it was this team. It's not as big as a lot of others. Now, next year's team and moving forward, I think Indiana will be up there with the best of them.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Hoover was not cheap.
But
one of the best quarterbacks in the portal.
Well, and he says that the NIL money, it might not be right now, but it will be.
Yeah, that was my point is that do I believe that you got a lot of these James Madison players on the cheap? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we saw Mark Cuban on set. Mark Cuban is now involved, and he wasn't.
That's
yeah,
right.
He was all excited last night. And, Joe Buck makes a dollar or two. He probably will jump in. Jane Polly probably has a little cash in her purse.
I would think. She's been working forever.
I forgot the dude that invented Wikipedia, but he's an Indiana grad.
Well, he's always asking for money.
Well, they are asking for money a lot.
That's true. I don't think he can fund Wikipedia, much less Indiana.
I bet he's got money, though.
Yeah, I just but it's going to be there now, the money. But, I don't expect Auburn's, spending a ton of money on the USF guys. They're USF guys.
Yeah, they're
dying.
What I mean? They're dying to go to the SEC.
Yeah. So those James Madison guys didn't make a killing in the NIL, but the new guys who are going to go to Indiana, they're going to spend some money now. But I don't blame him. I didn't think they bought this thing. Do you?
No. Far from it.
This is an incredible coaching stability. Obviously, Cignetti's not only a fascinating coach, an outstanding coach, but he's also got an incredible eye for talent. I mean, again, his philosophy, the production over potential, it worked out to the highest degree. The maturity of this team. What was the average age? 21 point something?
Oh, older than that.
Average was older than that?
I think so.
Oh. That's pretty old. That's a pretty old team. Yeah. Well, I mean, they pointed out, again.
I thought it was 22.5.
My wife was watching with me last night, and they pointed out some guy was 24. She goes, he's 24 years old. I was like, baby, this is a different world of college football you're watching.
That's
right. Guys play forever
now.
Yeah,
we used to get made fun of for graduating at 23.
I know.
I asked Forrester before I was working my way too early this morning, and I was like, hey, is Gunnar Stockton back? And we were doing a little research, and I looked. I said he's 21, so that means he's got 3 more years of eligibility, right? Because he's 21.
I mean, the crazy thing is the best player on the field, Malachi Toney, is he 18 yet?
I did have to remind Jennifer, when I left Jacksonville State, babe, I also was 24, so let's don't
Do you think
sound too
Malachi
surprised.
Tony has ever seen the inside of a classroom?
I don't know, but I wouldn't care.
You don't have to anymore. Everything's remote if you want it.
Boy,
Has he ever seen a keyboard?
I'd draft him. I would draft him right now if I was an NFL franchise.
He would start this weekend in the
my
championship
gosh,
games.
that guy can play.
Yeah. And then there's Carson Beck. Give me cut number 9, if you will. Before we hear Mario Cristobal on the defeat side of this from Miami, David Hale from ESPN points this out. A complicated legacy for Carson Beck. He lost 6 games in his college career. In 4 of them, the final offensive play was a Beck interception with a chance to win the game.
Yeah.
Ball in hand, chance to win the game. 6 games in his career that he lost as the starting quarterback, and 4 of them ended on a Beck interception.
Yeah, 37-6. He had won 9 consecutive games against ranked opponents. And if you look over the last 20 years, the only people that have better winning percentages against ranked opponents with that many starts, Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts. So it is complicated because when you watch Carson Beck, you never really think elite quarterback.
Nope,
do you?
I don't.
But, man, he
gets the job done.
Yeah.
He's almost a glorified game manager.
Well, he makes some good throws. Give me cut 1
I
instead
don't know.
first.
I really don't know how to consider him.
Glorified game manager? I mean, I think he's better
than that.
He's better than a game manager, but he's not elite.
No.
So where do you put him?
He never had a chance. Here's yesterday's show.
Oh, boy.
Are you ready for the landmine of the night? No turnovers for Miami tonight. So more touchdowns.
There's your landmine.
No turnovers. Okay.
Tune in tomorrow when we're comparing C.J. Stroud and Carson Beck. But truthfully, only 1 turnover.
Yeah, it wasn't real significant either, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Came at a good time in the game.
Back, if he does.
But he's having to make a play at that point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, imagine if he does make a play and they end up winning this game 28-27 and Beck, has 260 passing yards and a couple of touchdowns against that Indiana defense. I mean, 1 play could have made that thing look a lot different.
History has changed because I don't think any of us think Indiana ever gets back there at that point.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean? If they don't win it last night?
If they don't win last night, I don't think Indiana gets back there.
Well, you think they get back just because they won, or are you saying they don't get back anyway?
I don't think
I
they
got
get
it
back
coming
anyway.
up at 4 down.
He's
so.
64 years old.
Well, it's not like he's dying tomorrow.
No.
I like how Dudley
Hey,
scrambled him up.
if I was him, I'd pop a Michelob Ultra. I wouldn't coach another game. I'd
No,
go out
hey,
just
really?
Like this.
Didn't he say that last night? If I'm smart, I'd retire.
Yeah.
I think he said that in the post game.
I mean, can you imagine if he did shut it down?
Yeah.
And that would be
that's what I was here to do.
100 years they're doing a 40, or what do they call 30 and 30?
30 and 30.
What it could have been.
Soon it'll be a 40 and 40. Mario Cristobal. People look at him differently last night. I thought, this team. The other team
they
was
overachieved.
Yeah, Indiana was better. Indiana's
Yeah.
a better team, and Indiana's the best team in the country. There's nobody that had fewer flaws than Indiana.
You can't argue it. You
can't
cannot
argue
argue
it. You can't
it.
argue it.
They beat everybody.
Their running backs
They beat
were-
Oregon on the road. They beat Ohio State neutral site. They dominated Alabama. They dominated Oregon. And then they won the national championship. They were 16-0. They had the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback.
They had the best quarterback in the game. They had the best center in the game. The offensive line worked good.
Best cornerback, arguably, with D'Angelo Ponce.
Their running backs run harder than anybody else.
Charlie Becker, the Ascension, their third receiver made, and that guy, he's got a chance to really be a star in the next couple of years.
Their defensive schemes, better than anybody else's. They were the best team in the country.
Hey, and for all I know, I mean, Haynes and Shanahan are back, right?
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, so
And
you've got coaching back intact, which is crazy.
I know y'all didn't watch as much of the pregame as I did, but they told a story that I think it was, which one's the offensive coordinator?
Shanahan.
Okay, the other one.
Not related to the Mike Shanahan. There's
the
no relation.
defensive coordinator,
Haynes,
was coaching at IUP with Cignetti. His salary was $6,000.
You know, Fitzy told this story yesterday.
Yesterday, okay.
Yeah.
Living on food stamps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where I saw it, watched it.
Well,
I think
Fitzy
that's
knew
where you heard the story.
he knew he checked
Yeah,
out. He
that's
told
right.
Dunaway, hey, look,
Fitzy,
you're done with this interview. You're not paying attention.
Living on food stamps.
They repeated some of the stuff Fitzy told us on the pregame show. Living on food stamps. It was amazing.
No, it's a heck of a rags to riches story. The whole program is.
Here's Mario Cristobal on the defeat, and everybody thinks this guy looks different now than he did this time last year.
I would like to recognize these 3 young men and their teammates for they're the best thing that's happened to Miami and the University of Miami in over 2 decades. And it's not the result we wanted. Credit to Indiana. They're a great football team. But to these guys right here, I couldn't be more proud to be associated with them. I love them. They're absolutely incredible human beings, competitors, resilient. And I want to thank them and the rest of their teammates. And it's a tough one to have to eat, but we will. And that's it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a guy that, and I've been probably chief among the critics of his game day operation sometimes. He's made some curious errors. You watched last night, I thought he coached a really good game. I don't know what more Cristobal could have done.
Not at all. By the way, show me the podium, Forrester.
They are penalized way too much.
Well, they are, but I mean, that's not the game-specific thing. They've done that all year.
You see who they didn't take up there?
Carson Beck.
Yeah, it was. Not intentional. I get the feeling, and I don't know the history of those 3 guys, but I feel like those were guys that a little bit longer in the program probably than Beck was.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's Fletcher, Mesidor, and Bain. It's 3 of your 4 best players. If you put Malachi Tony up there, you got your 4 best players up there probably.
Yeah. So, and 2 of those guys will be first rounders and probably a defensive tackle too. It's an amazing game. I thought it was just tremendously entertaining. You know, I guess there are some people who were worried, the TV rating is going to be any good for Indiana and Miami. I think they're going to be fantastic.
It's a good game to the end.
Should be, yeah.
New blood. Everybody's like, we see the same teams all the time. Well, this ain't it.
I thought I joked, the old Joel Klatt sunset in Rose Bowl. I joked pregame.
That was a good one.
Somebody sent a sunset picture. I was like, the sun actually sets in Miami too.
Yeah.
And I thought this the first time I went there after they remodeled that stadium. I sort of liked that stadium, the weather in Miami, the palm trees. I mean, you don't take that place away from hosting national championships.
I think
or Super Bowls.
It's like the 3rd or 4th oldest stadium in the NFL now, which is crazy to think about. But that stadium's been there a minute, but their updates have made it a better place. I mean, it's a great place for a championship game. You're generally going to get good weather.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is how far out it is.
Yeah,
but, I mean, that's the problem with some of these.
Yeah.
I mean,
Phoenix is the same thing. You go to Scottsdale, it is out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, now do Arlington.
Arlington is a haul from Dallas. Or Fort Worth. I mean, it's right between them.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's a.
I mean, really, New Orleans is the one.
It was a great night to be a college football fan. It really was. We will talk our way too earlies. Y'all want to do that next segment?
If Brooks is ready, he's got mine.
Oh, are we doing it that way? Okay, let's do that. We'll knock that out in the next segment. Clay Travis is coming up. We'll circle back around, talk about a variety of different ways. Maybe the most dangerous one. If Indiana can do it, why not us? That's going to cost some coaches. Big Ten.
Hey, I said that there was a good chance a second-year coach would win a national championship this year.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And a coach in red. I was just completely wrong on the conference, the team.
Thought it'd be DeBoer.
Hey, I'm telling you, that second-year coach, it's back, right?
It's back, man. What was new is old again. Old is new again.
Yeah.
Our friends at Way to Wellness bringing you part of the show today, Journey to Healthy Living. I had a group of guys do a big bag of fries and a couple of burgers for me yesterday as I watched the game.
Yeah.
Big group of guys, and I gained 2 pounds yesterday. Had a great rice and soup for lunch, and maybe a unbelievable slice of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. I gained 1.5 pounds yesterday, but I'm not worried about it because of our friends at Way to Wellness. I'll lose that before the week's over with. Theplanforme.com. Jumpstart your weight loss. Also get ready to, for swimming, beach, lake season all coming up. It's not too far away. It'll be warm again, despite the icy weather this weekend. No contracts, no sign-up fees. First consultation with Leslie and her board-certified team is free. Injection therapy, meal replacement, protein bars, they've got it all for you. Way to Wellness, your journey to healthy living, and our friends at Bojangles.
Where you can make it bow time at lunch today. That chicken rice bowl is back for a limited time at Bojangles, so go enjoy that today. It starts with a hearty scoop of dirty rice, a spoonful of slow-cooked Cajun pintos, plus a layer of melty cheese, and finally your choice of chicken. It is hot, it is hearty, it is all yours for just $7.49. Don't wait too long. The bowl is back only for a limited time. So if you are hungry, you know where to go. Drive-thru always open with our friends at Bojangles, where you can make it bow time.
Take the next round anywhere you go with official Next Round gear. Buy yours today at nextround.store.
We interrupt this program for breaking news. From the gators of the litigation situation. Insurance companies have a playbook. I repeat, insurance companies have a playbook. Deny, delay, defend. They know which law firms will fold and settle cheap. They are not on your side. That's corporate greed at work. At Alexander Sonara Trial Attorney, we fight back. We have the resources, the muscle, and the will to take them on. And you don't pay a dime unless we win. They fight dirty. We fight hard. Call 659-777-7777. Or hit up alexwins.law.
Physical office location, Birmingham.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
It's the O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels, January 30th through February 1st at the BJCC. With customs, classics, hot rods, and more. Don't miss the Golden Riders motorcycle stunt team, plus BMX stunt teams performing outrageous stunts live. Friday, meet WWE star Rikishi. Saturday is Kevin Mack from Counts Customs. And Sunday, meet TV host Courtney Hansen. Bring the kids for free Hot Wheels racing, costume characters, rides, and more. Get discount tickets at all O'Reilly Auto Parts stores. Details at worldofwheels.net.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090. Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
That wouldn't have gotten you one last night, by the way.
Oh, no, it's crazy.
Crazy ticket last night. Such a good time. We're going to do the way too earlys here in this segment and then get to Clay Travis, who was at the game last night, of course, in true Clay fashion, interviewing Marco Cristobal.
Marco Ruby.
Marco Ruby.
Rubio.
A lot of Cubans, man.
Yeah. I didn't go to bed till about 3 a.m. this morning.
I didn't sleep last night.
I
I don't know what was going on.
I was so emotional. I loved that game last
That
night.
was a great game.
It was a fun game, boy. I did not expect a good game.
Let's do the spotlight here, Tyler. If you can hit that spotlight for me, and this will be our way too early. Gets us to Clay Travis at the top of the hour. We're going to look. We're 216 days away from the start of the college football season.
Do it.
The College Football Spotlight.
Hey, all 216 of those days that have a live show will include a college football spotlight. We do it every single day. Presented by our guy, Alexander Shinara, Trial Attorneys. This is the Shinara Spotlight. He is a Birmingham guy, Alexander is, and he wanted to build a firm that took care of the people in his community. He's done that. Now more than 25 years, his firm has grown to more than 150 lawyers, supported by more than 500 dedicated team members, and they've recovered more than $2 billion, maintaining Alexander's core values of integrity, mastery, passion, and success. When you find yourself in need of a lawyer, call the Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys. You pay nothing unless they win your case. Shinara.com. Rashiki. Shinara.com.
Just words, sounds coming out of his mouth there.
Weird
when your
sounds.
jaws don't work anymore. I don't think it's ever been harder to do a way too early, and we only do it because everyone else does it. And then these guys yesterday said, let's don't do 25. I don't feel like doing 25. So we're going to do 12.
I think it was going to be too hard.
Yeah, I mean, really, really difficult.
I mean,
12 wasn't easy.
I mean, 12. You're basically, we've shown we're just throwing crap on a wall here, but everybody does it, so we're going to do it too. You've built a graphic, is that what I'm being told? Because I stupidly wrote this on a dry erase board like it's 1877.
I like our dry erase boards.
Yeah.
Don't diminish those.
All right, so pop somebody's up first, Forrester. Way too early. This is Ryan Brown's.
Here we go.
Way too early. Top 12.
All right, so and again, we know that there is a group of 5 team that goes in. So our 12th team is the first team out. I'm gonna buy them again, boys. Buying them again. Texas, hook 'em horns. How could it fail me?
I couldn't do it.
I'm buy them again.
I mean,
it's 2 straight years.
Everything said I should, but I couldn't do it.
Well, I tell you what, if I keep saying I'm going to win the lottery, one day I'll win the lottery. I've been
trying that for 2 years. That doesn't work either.
You got to keep saying it, Jim. I go to Ohio State number 2. Marcus Freeman, by the way, very, very good on TV. Very good on TV.
Oh, I thought he was horrible.
Really?
I thought he was absolutely horrible.
Okay, so this is going to be
nice guy. I just thought he was horrible.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I thought he was
the porridge was just right.
I thought he was okay.
Yeah, all right. I got Oregon number 4.
He looks good.
Yeah,
he looks fantastic.
Well, my guy's,
he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
but between McAfee and Saban, he was a zero ad.
Oregon number 4. Georgia number 5. I am not punting Indiana the way Dunaway is. I'm going to buy them again. I
You
got
don't
number
know
6.
what my graphic says
Well, you
yet.
just said they'll never be back. I got them number 6. Texas A&M number 7. Texas Tech number 8. I got Oklahoma back at 9. Miami 10. Alabama sneaks in again. And then I'm buying Kyle Whittingham in Michigan at number 12. First one left out.
Oh, man. Who's next?
A lot of duplication if depending on who pops up here.
Who's next?
Yeah.
Lance Taylor.
I've got 10 of your 12. I'm going Texas number 1.
Get him, Lance.
I mean, look, I don't trust Sarkisian at all, but man, what I saw out of Arch.
Yeah,
down the stretch,
you
and Cam Coleman, and you still got Ryan Wingo, and look, man, they've got talent all over the place.
Yep.
So I got Texas,
and then went back to Muschamp on defense.
Yeah, which I think that will be a plus.
Yeah.
Ohio State, I was hanging out with our man Mark, big Ohio State fan, downstairs right here in this building last night. We were talking about, he's a little concerned with OC, but he was a little concerned, as we were, with Matt Patricia at DC, and that worked out, right?
So Ryan Day. He's got Ryan Day.
I know. I got Oregon at 3. I think Dante Moore coming back for a year. I think that is refreshing, and I think he's going to be really good next year. And Dan Lanning doesn't really lose regular season games, loses 1 a year. Notre Dame will be on a revenge tour. I've got Indiana at 5. I don't think they're losing some really key players. I think they'll bring in a lot of talent, but I don't know if they've got the leadership that they will have for next year. I've got Georgia at 6.
So wait, they're losing a lot of talent, not going to have the leadership they had last year, but they're number 5.
Curt Cignetti
they don't
dying.
lose.
Curt Cignetti ain't dying, Jim.
Best coach in football. The second best coach right behind him, Georgia at 6, Miami at 7. Elko's got it dialed in. A&M at 8. I like Alabama's defense a lot. They can't be any more inconsistent with the offensive line. There's no way they will run the football worse.
That'd
At
be
10,
hard to do.
BYU will continue to creep up. Texas Tech's going to be right there with them. And I think finally Lincoln Riley busts through at number 12.
But they get left out.
But they get left out.
I thought about BYU as well.
Wow.
That's one. That was one on my cutting room floor right there. Was BYU.
Don't put mine up yet because
you want to absorb Lance's.
I mean, but the Alabama love from you two is just unbelievable.
I mean, that defense is going to be legit next year.
You know, Dunaway's setting up here. He's got him in the first round bye.
Let's see mine.
I can't wait for these to go out on social media. if you got a first round bye.
Ohio State is 1 for me. Georgia is 2. Notre Dame 3. Texas is 4. Oregon is 5 for all the reasons you guys say. Miami is 6. Number 7 is A&M.
By the way, I think Miami gets an upgraded quarterback.
Yeah. Number 8 is USC. They get in, especially if they get Gary Patterson in. 9 is Texas Tech. 10 is Alabama. 11 is Indiana. And my first out is LSU with the money they're spending will be the first one out.
Yeah, we were so high on Alabama. I had them at 9. What did you have them at?
I had them at the last one in at 11.
Yeah, I had them at 10. No, I was just making a point. I didn't think everybody on the show would have Alabama in.
I still think Kalen DeBoer is a hell of a coach, and I think year 2, Ryan Grubb should be better. I mean, the offense, they know what they've got to improve.
Yeah.
Kane Womack's got the defense down.
Yeah, I mean, I trust Alabama's defense.
I truly believe that eventually they're working to get to Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb's style of players on offense, and maybe this is the year it clicks. I believe in Kalen DeBoer too. I think he's a hell of a coach as well. Give me mine full again. Where am I? Where did I go wrong? Where am I not perfect?
I don't know.
I mean, who do I have in? Because you got BYU in. Who did I? I've got you. I have
USC.
I have USC. You had BYU. Brown, you didn't have USC. Who else
I
did
did
you
not.
have in?
I don't trust LSU in year 1, but
did we all have the same 4 SEC teams in? Georgia, Texas, A&M, and Alabama?
I had Oklahoma in. You did not have Oklahoma in.
You have 5 SEC teams again?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think Oklahoma will get back. Books out on Mateer and Arbuckle high school offense.
Well, like Alabama could fix their offense, but Oklahoma can't.
I mean, I do have Indiana last one in, but I do have them making it.
yeah, you just made sure you didn't want back-to-back years with that, right? Like if they completely fall apart, hey, it wasn't on us, man. I mean, how in the hell do you win 27 games in 2 years and then you can't get to a 12-team playoff?
Well, I just was thinking, I don't think Michigan's going to be in the playoffs. I don't think Penn State's going to get back there.
I took a look at Michigan and Penn State.
Well, yeah, you take a look at them because it's the Big Ten.
Bobby says we were generic and unimaginative.
We were, but what are you supposed to do in this exercise?
What am I going to say? We just scramble. Bobby said all we did was scramble up this year's playoffs.
I mean, we pretty much did.
Just scramble. Well, I can't make them a 6 seed again.
Yeah. I mean, did I not do something? I did put USC in. That was extraordinary.
I think we all had. We all had Texas back in. They didn't make the playoff this year. Bobby, if that's not imaginative,
tell Bobby I took my bowl of vanilla ice cream and put a little caramel on it.
There's a lot of people that I saw. I looked at some of these top 25s, and a lot of people have Ole Miss.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people.
I mean, we did punt Ole Miss.
Yeah, and I punted LSU. You're the only one that even had LSU mentioned with Lane Kiffin and all the money they're spending.
Give me on 3 sports. Let's see in Bobby's world how wild they were. If they were just
unimaginative, generic,
dipping a peanut butter sandwich in chili. Ohio State, Georgia, Texas, Notre Dame, Indiana, Oregon, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, Miami, Oklahoma at 10, Michigan 11. I mean, I just don't. What are we doing with Michigan here? What makes him so good?
That guy could coach.
He's never had a elite job. He's got an elite job now.
Yeah. But does he have an elite roster?
Well, I mean, they weren't bad this year.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't bad this year.
LSU.
I mean, Sharon Moore had some other stuff going on outside of coaching.
It turns out, he wasn't entirely focused.
BYU, Penn State, Ole Miss, Utah, Alabama 17, Washington, USC 19, Tennessee is 20. I mean, Iowa, Houston, Virginia Tech, Florida, Arizona.
Well, Daniel points out Clemson's on a milk carton. I mean, they are not even in the top 25 right now.
We got burned on them last year.
We sure did.
Yeah.
We can get burned the other way this year.
Yeah, probably so. Way too early. Don't know if they mean anything. Well, they don't. They mean absolutely nothing. The show brought to you by our friends at CPAP Plus. One more thing before we get to our viewing menu and Clay Travis back to the national championship. SleepHomeAlabama.com.
Yeah, very important that you're getting the 8+ hours a night sleep. If you're not good for the health. And if you're looking for the best CPAP gear with the personal service you can trust, visit the O'Neill brothers at CPAP Plus and O'Neill Medical. They've got 5 locations throughout the state of Alabama. Woody and Joe O'Neill, make sure you tell them the next round sent you. 3 convenient locations right here in Birmingham, Pelham, Highway 280 in Trussville. Stop by today. CPAP Plus, you're going to find the best service and equipment all in stock, ready for you with hundreds of 5-star Google reviews. Trust CPAP Plus for all of your CPAP needs. CPAP Plus, where every night matters. For more information, o'neillmed.com. That is ONEAL med.com.
Here's my point on maybe Indiana not able to get back. Now, Mark Cuban says on Curt Cignetti, he tells On 3 Sports, he doesn't get into bidding wars. He focuses on players who will know their role, have the right mental focus, and produce. Remember how good 1993 Alabama was going to be with the returning players? Remember how good 2010 Alabama was going to be with Mark Ingram and Julio and G-Mac back another year?
All that defense
back, how they 2010, and what happened on the way to trying to win back-to-back in 2010. Yeah, they got a little fat and happy.
They got 3 losses, 3 regular season losses.
So how does Indiana handle the success now that they've climbed the mountain? And
well, it's a standard now, and he basically operates just like Saban did. So look, and I know it was under Saban's watch where they had the 3 losses, but.
Well, but
and you use things like that to point it out. Hey, look, man, this was a great roster, and I'm not saying specifically he uses Alabama, but I'm sure there's going to be other, examples that he will throw out.
I guarantee you, if you ask Nick Saban, and he's been asked this, what was harder, climbing the mountain or staying on top of it? He would say staying on top of it.
Well, I think that's what separates the Saban dynasty from others is that they were so good for an extended period of time. But we made the point yesterday, the coordinators aren't going anywhere. We said it earlier in the show, too. Tennessee apparently has hired the Indiana strength and conditioning coach. That team looked pretty rough, pretty tough, pretty physical and in shape.
Yeah, $1.2 million they're paying him. It's thought to be the highest paid strength coach in America.
Derek Owings. I know we used to think that, guy was pretty important to Saban early on, didn't we?
I mean, Sky Cochran was. Yeah. There's no doubt.
So, and we don't know about the coordinators, but they're getting paid to stay around. But will there be other assistants that leave? And, can you really, is Josh Hoover, because they went up in quarterback. Is Josh Hoover going to be as good, or do they take a step back at quarterback?
I think they definitely took a step back, but I think it's in between what you got with Curtis Rourke in year one, who was a really good quarterback in that system. Hoover's going to be better than him. Hoover's not going to be Mendoza.
And losing a big chunk of those JMU guys, how much of the culture and heart do you lose? That's the hard part of repeating that you've got to factor in here coming up next year.
Hey, and back to Alberto, Mendoza's brother entering the portal. I mean, do you guys really blame him?
Oh, not at all. I mean, they've told you Josh Hoover's going to be the starter.
Well, that and coupled by the fact that you're never going to be out of your brother's shadow at Indiana.
That's right. He's going to go and ride his on.
Now, I don't know what his value is.
I don't either. Fernando says he's a better athlete than I am.
Oh, dude, he can fly. Like watching him in some of those blowouts.
Well, nobody thought Fernando was going to be any good, so... I mean, do you take a flyer on Alberto just based on that?
Well, I think if you were in Jordan-Hare Stadium watching Cal and Auburn play, you liked him. LT's told you how much he was going to be good. And I don't know if you ever thought he'd be an NFL good, but he was a good college quarterback. Now he's going to be the first overall pick in the NFL draft.
I said this summer he was going to be the first overall pick in the NFL draft.
You did say that, indeed.
You did. All right, so let's get to the viewing menu. Then we'll talk to Clay and then get back to all the national championship and post-college football season reaction. Michelson Laser Vision brings you the viewing menu.
Yes, can't wait to see our friends at Michelson Laser Vision. Get to see them this Thursday, but it's been more than 20 years since I got the procedure done. I had the 20/200 vision. I was legally blind without the aid of contacts. After the procedure, which only took 12 minutes for both eyes, 2015 vision, better than 2020. Make the phone call that I made, 205-969-8100. Dr. Mort Michelson, Dr. Jen Michelson, best in the business. Ask for Amy. Tell her the next round sent you. For more information, michelsonlaservision.com.
All right. First off, Netflix has a new live event tonight. Star Search. They're bringing back that show. It's at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. or excuse me, no, I've got 9 Eastern written and also 9 Central. That's not right.
Yeah.
I think
Nope,
it's
nope.
8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. The iconic talent competition show that launched a generation of stars returns. Who's next? Your vote decides. Jelly Roll, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Chrissy Teigen are the judges, and Anthony Anderson is the host.
Yeah. Show was a big deal back in the day. Star Search.
Yeah. No thanks
that
on
was a
this
big
one.
show.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it was.
No, it was.
I didn't think it was. I did not.
I
think it was
never watched
fantastic.
it, but I mean, I
I'm not
know
saying
it was a big deal.
I'm not saying it was great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was a big deal.
I mean, I watched it occasionally, but I never really thought it was. It did not. Wasn't as well done as American Idol was original.
Paramount has a new documentary out called Handsome Devil, The Charming Killer. It follows how Florida murderer Wade Wilson became a viral heartthrob. As his crimes, trial, and fan base unfold, the series exposes the dark allure of charm, obsession, and the seduction of infamy. So, I guess, I've never heard of this guy, but I guess he had a bunch of people sending letters and wanting to marry him.
It's very strange.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
I've never understood it.
Yeah. You got an issue if you're sending a serial killer.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Shudder, AMC Plus, and Prime Rental have this movie in their catalog, and that's Silent Hill. There's a new Silent Hill coming out this weekend, and this is the one that released in 2006. This one follows a mother who, after her daughter mentions Silent Hill while sleepwalking and goes missing upon entering the town, uncovers dark secrets within the place and survives dangerous forces while searching for her child, and it's written by Roger Avery. It's not based on one of the video games. It's just a standalone story, and it's not very good, but it's got a kind of like cheesiness to it that I like.
Okay. Well, Roger Avery helped pen Pulp Fiction.
Yep, and I think he helped with Reservoir Dogs as well. And then finally, last night I went to the movies and watched Lord of the Rings. 4 hours. I was locked in.
Did it end the same way?
It ended the same way, believe it or not. I didn't get up once. I was just locked in for the entire 3 hour, 40-minute
Damn,
run
you piss in a cup?
I got to pee.
I peed before I went into the movie, and then I just
enjoy your youth.
Rationed my drink the whole.
Do that at my age, no chance.
I got to bring up. You guys said that you saw episode 2 of The Pit. You didn't warn me that.
Well, there's a scene in there, Lance.
There's a lot of meat in that.
Yeah, there is.
Literally.
Yeah, and boy, they got to get it down somehow.
My gosh!
Please don't ever let me have to have that procedure, please.
Oh, speaking of Lance, there's a lot more of the alpha zombie in 28 years later. So when you watch that new one, be prepared for that guy.
Okay. That guy is ferocious.
We talk to Clay Travis when we come back on the show. Brought to you by our friends at Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Indiana is your college football national champions.
Follow Brownie on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan Brown Live.
Hop in. Injured in an Uber or Lyft? Here's the problem. Was it the driver's fault? The other car? The app company? Good luck figuring that out while you're trying to heal. Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys, they've got a guy for rideshare accidents. And here's the best part. They don't get paid unless you do. You heal. They fight. One call, 659-777-7777. Or visit alexwins.law. Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys. Because rideshare accidents need an experienced team. Physical office is Birmingham.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
It's the O'Reilly Auto Parts World world of wheels, January 30th through February 1st at the BJCC. With customs, classics, hot rods, and more. Don't miss the Golden Riders motorcycle stunt team, plus BMX stunt teams performing outrageous stunts live. Friday, meet WWE star Rikishi. Saturday is Kevin Mack from Counts Customs. And Sunday, meet TV host Courtney Hansen. Bring the kids for free Hot Wheels racing, costume characters, rides, and more. Get discount tickets at all O'Reilly Auto Parts stores. Details at worldofwheels.net.
Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today. Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing. Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from The Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Ball is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Ball is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, The Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Clay Travis at the national championship game last night, as was the president, and Marco Rubio and other dignitaries, and Curt Cignetti and Fernando Mendoza. Indiana's the national champion. Let's talk to Clay about this new world order we have in sports.
He is the founder of Outkick, and he is also on Fox, and he is at Clay Travis on social media. Welcome in, Clay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Clay with us on the Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys Hotline. It seemed like, look, I was around the Indiana fans at the Rose Bowl. They took it over. I was around the Indiana fans at the Peach Bowl. They took it over. They took that joint over last night. It seemed like an amazing atmosphere on TV, though.
Yeah, it was great. I would say it's probably 75% Indiana fans, which is kind of remarkable considering it's Miami's home stadium. But it was a heck of a game. And, I think it represents a seismic shift in the way college football is played. I think, first of all, Indiana is one of the greatest stories that's ever existed in the history of college football and college athletics and athletics in general. So I suspect that 20 years from now, they'll be making, Disney movies about this season and how remarkable it was. But man, just a great game. Miami, other than the blocked punt, I thought outplayed Indiana in the second half. Obviously, Indiana outplayed Miami in the first half. And I thought the two teams were pretty evenly matched. Charlie Baker, Miami insisted on playing man-to-man against him on big third and fourth down plays, and Mendoza made a lot of big plays in that context. And so I think you just got to tip your cap to Indiana. There's, the run at the end on fourth down, the play calls, the execution in particular on third and fourth down was flat out phenomenal. I think as a result, Indiana certainly has to enter the conversation as one of the greatest teams in college football history, with a little bit of an asterisk in that obviously in the NIL and in the transfer portal era, I'm not sure we're ever going to see the same style of talent stacked that maybe we saw in past years. But I think you have to judge teams in the era in which they play. And Indiana dominated the best conference in football this year and went 16-0, something that I don't think very many teams in a playoff era are ever going to accomplish. So I think if anything, it's likely that this team's legacy is going to grow in the years ahead, because I think most college football champions will have one or two losses in the years ahead.
So relevant to that point, I mean, you go back 2014 when we began the 14 playoff to 2023 or 2024 when we started the 12-team playoff. Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, those four teams were always in the mix. Do you believe moving forward, Curt Cignetti, his eye for talent, the way he operates a program, I mean, is he going to be there year in, year out for a 12, 16-plus team tournament every year?
Well, I think a lot of guys are going to go back to the laboratory and they're going to look at what Curt Cignetti did, and they're going to say, can I do it too? And I think there's going to be maybe some recalibration on the value of recruiting classes. How do you spend money? I mean, how many true 18 and 19-year-olds come in and make a difference immediately in college football? Not very many. How many of those 18 or 19-year-olds do you spend a lot of money on to get in now? And then in 2 years, they go back into the transfer portal. So I think that's going to turn into a analysis, and people are going to start saying, kind of Moneyball style in college football, is there a way to do our version of what Indiana did? And then it turns into the question of, is Curt Cignetti just much better at doing it than everybody else, right? Can he always go out and find a good quarterback? I mean, Miami's not that different, right? Miami's going to go get Duke's quarterback. They've gotten Cam Ward. They've gotten Carson Beck. They're basically saying, hey, we're not necessarily going to develop quarterback talent at all. Why would we? Let's just go into the portal and get a guy that we know is a top 10, top 15 caliber college football quarterback and eliminate the uncertainty that might come from the recruiting world. And so then you'll start to see a pivot. Will that shift? How will that play out? I just think it's going to be a fascinating era in college football as we see how durable is Cignetti's plan and how much better is he at executing it when everybody, as you guys know, we live in a copycat world. Everybody's going to look at the way that Indiana's roster was structured and say, can I do my own version of that? So that's what I expect to happen next.
And to your point, like Alabama, Georgia, those type schools spend like $5 million a year on high school recruiting.
Yeah.
Can we take that $5 million? And when I say we, those type schools take $5 million and spend that on the portal, or does that count against the 20.5 that I'm having to allegedly spend on rev share? Can I just rearrange the deck chairs?
Well, first of all, I think the 20.5 is out the window. I think everybody's spending way more than that. I think everybody's basically saying, this is a foregone conclusion. Nobody's going to abide by these rules. So I think the idea right now that there's any kind of salary cap or there's going to be any consequences for paying too much or those kind of things, I think is going to be, I'll believe it when I see a big program really get significantly penalized for violating these rules. But within the context of your question, yes, I think everybody's going to look at the dollars that they have to allocate, whatever they are, and they're going to say, boy, does it make sense to go get the best 18-year-old from Birmingham or Atlanta or Nashville that you think is going to fit your system in the SEC? And then it's going to take 3 years for the most part, 2 years for sure, of really developing them. Or do you just go get that third-year safety that has already established himself and based on the tape that he's put out in college football, is really good? And so I think you're going to see some schools just say, hey, this whole, chasing 18-year-olds and paying them lots of money, that's not really the way to go. The way to go is to get proven commodities that we know, to focus on current production over future potential. And I think that's maybe the way to describe what Cignetti did more than anybody else. Is he valued current production over future potential, and he did a good job, to his credit, of finding the guys that could immediately impact things in a positive way for his team, and in the process developed a dominant roster relative to everyone else.
Clay Travis with us on the Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys Hotline. As you were down there, the meetings obviously are going on among the conference commissioners, the power brokers of college football, about the future of the playoff. It appears the SEC is willing to do 16, but they're happy to stay at 12. It appears the Big Ten is willing to do 16, only with a guarantee that we'll go to 24. What is kind of the chatter around the people that are there, the power brokers that are there, about where we're headed in this thing?
Yeah, I think you nailed it. I mean, the Big Ten wants 24 and the SEC wants 16. And the SEC's perspective is, okay, we'll take 16, but we're fine sticking at 12. And the Big Ten's perspective is, well, we want 24. We're not willing to go to 16 unless there's some sort of commitment to go to 24 in the years ahead. And so I suspect that if I were setting odds, and I could be wrong on this, I think it's more likely that they basically punt this decision and stay at 12 than it is that they go to 24 for sure. I still think it's 12 or 16 as the plan going forward. But I think there's a not inconsequential chance that we're just going to stick at 12 because of the dispute over 16 versus 24.
So Trinidad Chambliss, it's still out there with this lawsuit with the NCAA. He's already been turned down once. I saw Mel Kiper's got him the third quarterback off the board if he was to go in this May's draft. When do you think we get to a point where they're like, hey, you get 5 or 6 years, that's it? Or do you think we ultimately get to a point where people have unlimited eligibility?
Well,
Ooh, may have lost Clay right there on that question.
Wow. Of course, just the other day we were talking about.
Hey, I think I'm back.
Okay,
Guys.
you're back now. Just
Yes.
start from scratch. Start from scratch with your answer. There.
Well, I think so far the courts have been unwilling to actually restrict in any way compensation, by and large, in college athletics for fear of violating antitrust law. And the leagues, because they've lost so many lawsuits relating to antitrust law, have largely, alongside of the NCAA, been afraid to fight when it comes to how this is going to be analyzed. And so I think the challenge is there has to be some form of overarching rules that are put in place. Right now, we're dealing with the Wild West in general, and to me, I don't feel like rules are coming anytime soon, because I think deep down, some of these programs don't mind the Wild West aspect of how things are going, because they think if they have more dollars, they have a competitive advantage over other schools. I mean, look, take it outside of college football. I mean, I'm sure you guys have paid attention to what the Dodgers are doing right now.
Oh, yeah.
And so if the Dodgers are able to go out and pay way more money for everybody's best talent, then they have a huge competitive advantage in the system. And usually when you have a competitive advantage, you don't want the rules to change.
All right, he is Clay Travis. You can see him on Fox, Outkick founder, at Clay Travis on social media, and he's with us every Tuesday. Thank you very much, Clay. Safe travels back from Miami.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Have a good week.
All right, buddy. You too,
Clay.
Yep. See you next week, Clay, with us on the Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys Hotline.
All right, Lance's lock. 1-1 last night. Great weekend. Basketball back at it tonight. Auburn at Ole Miss. Got a tricky Georgia-Missouri game. Got a great Vandy-Arkansas game. Other games, some of those are being played at lanceslock.com, brought to you by our friends at Hemphill.
Isn't it amazing? Indiana tonight in basketball catching 16.5 against Michigan.
Yeah. Hey, before you tell us that, he's talking about maybe you could see it, not to be like Steve Sarkisian, but if Indiana is the last unbeaten national champion ever,
basketball and football,
76 basketball, And there are people that don't believe that we'll see another 16-0 team.
That was 50 years ago.
I really don't. Basketball's what, 32-0? You would be?
Oh, and I think it's even more than
It's
that.
more now, yeah.
I just
impossible.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Look, I know Sark just said it. What was it this summer?
Yeah.
And he's already been proven wrong. I just don't think it can happen in basketball. Too much parity.
So
now.
1-1 last night. We lost that total by a half a point. Bad beat there, but 1-1. We ended the college football season at 55%. We had a great college football season for you guys. We continue to roll. Jump on board. Free play every single day at lanceslog.com. It is always brought to you by our friends at Hemp Hill Services. Whether you experience any plumbing, heating, cooling issues in your home or business, they are ready to serve you. Hard to stop a train. 205-229-2090. For more information, hemphillservices.com.
I wanted to make this point before we moved on from Clay. Miami playing in last night's game in 2025 had the 14th best recruiting class. Before that, in 2024, the 5th best, 8th best. Oregon had the 4th best, 3rd best, 7th best. Alabama had the 3rd best, 2nd best, 1st best. And Ohio State had the 5th, 4th, and 4th. Those are the 4 teams, the last 4 wins by Indiana. So Ohio State had 5-4-4 high school recruiting. Alabama 3rd, 2nd, and 1st the last 3 years. Oregon 4th, 3rd, and 7th. And Miami 14th when they started doing the portal. 5th and 8th when they weren't doing the portal. And that's the path to the national championship that Indiana just ran through and beat with no 5 stars. What was it? Was it 8 4-stars?
8 4-stars. You know,
yeah,
but
a bunch of James Madison players.
But the way these guys developed, I mean, you know, the JMU guys, obviously, but to see a guy like D'Angelo Pons and, you know, well-documented 5'9", and the way that guy plays. But Mendoza ended up by far being the best quarterback in football.
Yeah. And I know you got something to make a point here, but
mine's a gambling-related question.
Okay.
I can wait.
Do you feel like, would you be happy if the Rams drafted Pons?
5'9" in the NFL.
I don't know.
It looks like he gets his lunch eaten all day long in the NFL. But man,
they showed you on that first time they went at him how good he is about.
It was perfect.
He's got the arm out to gauge the distance. He's not interfering.
Yep.
He's not impeding. He's just gauging. Now you can't do that in the NFL because he's making contact. Once you get off that line of scrimmage, I think what's the 5-yard window? You got to get those hands off in the NFL.
But, you know, coming out of LSU, an undersized safety who ends up playing a lot of slot corner was the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Great career.
And you know, just the heart, you can't really measure those kind of things.
He was undersized at what, 5'11", though? He wasn't 5'9".
I think he was more 5'10".
Okay.
Yeah. But I would rather them get Fernando Mendoza.
I know it's 100 years ago, but Darrell Green's one of the best that's ever done it, and he was undersized.
Yeah.
Now, of course, he ran a 3.6 40.
Yeah, I mean, he had some attributes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched the kid last night, and, you know, I watched Mendoza, and in quarterbacks, you never know.
But that was another thing for Beck. Like, his guys weren't open. Like, Indiana, man, I mean, their coverage is incredible.
And they talked about in the broadcast, they keep 3 linebackers out there all the time. Who does that anymore? They keep 3 linebackers out there all the time. They never bring that kid off the field because he's not really linebacker size. And, you know, I kept thinking of our boy Corey Reamer.
Corey Reamer.
Don't think he's been called that before.
Corey Reamer.
Former politician there, Brown.
As Corey Reamer, you know, he would sort of, sometimes he was a linebacker, sometimes he was a safety. You know, he moved around as a DB, a linebacker. He's at a floating position on Alabama's defense.
But you know what happened? Like, and Saban loved him, and you remember the Hard Knocks, and Rex Ryan loved him, but he was just a step slow. Like, you know, once you get to the NFL, like there's some guys like a Zach Thomas that will work out, but more than not, that's why the measurables are so important for a lot of these guys.
Pons has every skill you want. He just doesn't have what only God can give you. And I don't know. I don't know how that translates.
We're willing to sell.
Oh, yeah. We've discussed that.
And the Raiders, I mean, Tom Brady's and the owners there last night in Miami to watch Fernando Mendoza.
You got to take him number one.
Great face for the franchise, obviously. But, I mean, are you 100% sure he's going to one day
they watch
confetti fall on him in the NFL?
But who would you take in front of him? And I just don't think you can risk with the character, with the way he played against elite defenses in college football, those back shoulder throws, like his accuracy, he never gets flustered. He's more athletic than you think he is. Like, I mean,
like I'm not talking.
No, I'm not saying anybody in
talking-
this draft. I'm not saying take Ty or anybody like that. I'm just saying, do you really think he's going to?
I'm not talking about Las Vegas in general because I don't really know their needs beyond quarterback, honestly. But
Just assume everything.
But yeah, really, that's how you get the first pick, right? But of that game, I would bank on Bain or Mesidor being the better NFL player than Mendoza.
I would too. But that's
Bain,
that's also why I put Texas and Ohio State
exactly
way too early.
Bain
not sure about Mesidor, but Bain
number
for
one.
sure. But I think Mendoza is going to be really good. Like, I mean, if I would have told you coming out Drake May or Mesidor, or excuse me, Drake May or Mendoza, you would have said Mendoza. I mean, look at how good May is right now.
Yeah, you're right.
And a lot of that is, man, he is such a team guy. You know, everybody loves him, does everything the right way, and he's super talented. But I think Mendoza just gets better and better and better.
So we're coming off a weekend where Bo Nix looked fantastic.
You know, we are, but I'll go back to Bain, and he was going against the lineman of the year from the Big Ten last night, and a lot of times that guy had no clue.
And by the way, it's all character guys, like Caleb Williams, character guy, Bo Nix, character guy. And
but my point on Bain was, I mean, you go back to that New England and Houston game. About the only reason Houston's in it is because the New England could not block Will Anderson. Couldn't block it. I mean, Will Anderson almost single-handedly kept them in that game.
Oh, I mean, look, quarterback's most important. Edge rusher or receiver probably next.
That's number two. And
then left
you get
tackle,
your corner.
Yeah,
left tackle and corner, and that's your positions in the NFL.
Let's do 4 downs today, brought to you by the great folks at Central State Bank. Brownie, before you tell us about Central State Bank, what was your gambling question?
Oh, real quick, Kalshi. I don't know if you guys ever spent any time on there. I pulled it up last night just to see.
I don't know if it's there. I do have a market. What's it called?
Kalshi.
No. What's it called? The market. What's the name for it again?
Polymarket.
Polymarket. I got some Polymarket site that is a quick link for me, but I don't know if that's it.
I was just going to ask Lance, when Miami got the ball back.
Oh, I never look at it in real time.
This was, you can only, on Kalshi, you can only bet, Tyler Rashiki. You can only bet to win or lose, right?
Yep.
It's basically a money line play. I looked at it when they got the ball back. $100 for Miami to win would have yielded $450. Does that sound crazy to you?
No.
So Miami gets the ball back, they're down 6. It just seemed like a lot to me. I mean, Miami's got ball in hand, touchdown and extra point wins the game.
Yeah, I mean,
and you bet $100 to win $450. That just seemed like a pretty big number to me.
Well, it's more than you were getting the original money line before the game started. But at that point, you know, I mean, yeah, they were a bigger underdog at that point. It seems like something to take a flyer on.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, I thought so too,
Yeah.
right? I didn't, obviously, but ball in hand with, you know, you're down 6, ball in hand, your offense has played pretty well that half, and you bet $100 to win $450. I thought that was a pretty big number.
But it didn't work out.
It did not. If you'd have bet $100, you know what you would have won? Nothing.
Yeah.
You'd have lost $100.
Right now on the Polymarket that I pull up, Seattle leads the way on Super Bowl champion. Kevin Warsh is most likely the Fed chair nominated.
Oh, I bet the other guy.
We're going to strike an 8% chance we strike Iran on January 23rd. 28% is the betting favorite at January 31.
Hey, where are we on August 12th? Can you pull anything?
And the regime falls in Iran. 36% says yes. The rest of it says no. The regime will not fall.
Do you not have anything on?
Yeah, the August 12th would be interesting.
August 12th is not on here.
Okay.
Who's the first to leave the Trump cabinet? 29% Bondi leads Kristi Noem at 16%. The rest are minimal numbers.
Pay on Bondi,
You
bet favorite.
You
You
bet on anything over there.
You can.
Yeah. Crazy. All right. Tell us about Central State.
Well, right now, Central State Bank is the bank that is big enough to meet every single need you have, but small enough to know you. It's a community bank, and if you're looking for a bank that plays on your team, it is Central State Bank, your hometown bank. They have served Central Alabama, counties like Shelby County and Tallapoosa County for more than 100 years. So if you're chasing dreams, building your business, they've got the tools, the team, and the personal touch to help you win. Central State Bank, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you, rooted in community, driven by relationships. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
First down.
Who plays for the national championship again first, Miami or Indiana?
You're
football.
Yeah.
You're better off to go with the team that's got the longer history in these discussions, and that is Miami, even though it is a distant history. They have revived it.
There's more money around the University of Miami than we.
Oh yeah,
apparently so. About. If you believe some of the rumors on this Mensa deal, they've got more money than they know what to do with down there. Now I don't know how many of those rumors are true. There are rumors, but boy, some of the stuff that has come out on what they're giving Mensa to Bell on Duke. And
by the way, I think Mensa will be closer to Cam Ward than what you got at quarterback play this year. I think Mensa is going to be really good for them.
Yeah, I think I'd go Miami on this one.
I too would go Miami.
Easier conference to get through as well.
I am going to go Indiana just because they have a super booster behind them now, and I do think Cignetti's got a special eye for talent, and he is the best coach in football right now.
Second down.
I mean, I don't disagree with anything you just said.
Next national championship, is it the Big Ten or the SEC? This is starting to become an interesting discussion, by the way.
And I just picked Texas #1.
Yeah,
I did too.
I'd picked Ohio State.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohio State picked up 3 Alabama defenders. They've got a returning quarterback who is pretty good, seasoned now, and they got the best wide receiver in college football. Yep. Pretty good running game, experienced offensive line now, which was their weak point last year because they had to replace a lot of players.
Bo Jackson's gonna be really good.
Yeah, Bo Jackson's a good running back.
I just
the Big Ten's a smarter play.
Yeah,
I think,
and the path is easier.
Yeah.
When we talk
Oregon's
about
gonna be really good too.
When we talk about the Sark comments, which are blowing up, cold takes exposed, good hits for us. I think he was talking about the SEC because it's so tough, and I just do believe the SEC's only getting tougher with the parity. Like I forget who said it on the panel last night on game day, and maybe Fitzy said it on the show yesterday too, and I just blend them all together.
I'll let you know.
But Vandy's not going anywhere.
I feel better about Indiana holding than Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see quarterback after Diego Pavia.
Well, they just outbid Georgia for a 5-star quarterback, so they got some money too.
Boy, how jealous is Pavia's mom of Fletcher's mom and Mendoza's mom? They're on camera all the time. Pavia's mom is dying to be on camera. She was watching that game last night like, man, I wish we were in that game. I'd be on camera the whole game. Because Fletcher's mom with those sunglasses, we saw a lot of her. Mendoza's mom, we saw a lot of her.
Well, she drove her butt off to get
She did. I appreciate
it.
Yeah. They said, what'd they say, 18,000 miles this year? Is that what they said?
12 last night.
12 miles.
12
How
miles
far you've come. We came from Baton Rouge.
That's right. This girl's come from all over.
Third down.
J.J. McCarthy, 23 years old. Rainn Wilson, 60 today. Ultimately better career, J.J. McCarthy or Rainn Wilson?
I don't know if he'll ever have a Dwight character.
I mean, outside of Dwight, which is massive, Rainn Wilson's other best known role is what?
I don't know.
Was a 2-episode bit part on Entourage, in my opinion.
Yeah. I saw him randomly in something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, he's been in some random stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he was in the Meg.
Sometimes he doesn't look the way he looked.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
But, you know, that role paid him. It's no telling what he made.
Off The Office?
And syndication and everything, yeah. And I don't know, was he ever an executive producer?
Probably by the end.
Probably wrote some of them.
Yeah, once Carell left, he probably was. I would.
But J.J. McCarthy's got a national championship.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I think I would go Rainn Wilson.
Not buying his future in the NFL after this year.
Rainn Wilson also in House of a Thousand Corpses, directed by Rob Zombie. The Last Mimsy, Juno, Monsters vs. Aliens, Super. Let's see.
Oof, you have not sold me on anything.
I've seen Juno,
but Gargamel in a Smurfs movie.
Okay, thank God he did The Office. Is what we're saying
recently
here.
in Jerry and Marge Go Large with Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty much The Office for him.
Yeah,
but that was a big one.
Yeah,
I mean The Office bigger than national championship.
Oh yeah. I'll go Rainn Wilson. Yeah.
Fourth down.
Paul Stanley of Kiss fame, 74 years old. Buzz Aldrin is 96 years old today. Better career, the astronaut or the Kiss guitarist and frontman?
Again, I'll say I think 12 men walked on the moon. By the way, we're going back. Have y'all seen that? They are rolling. They're rolling the rocket out to the pad in Cape Canaveral. They are targeting a February launch where we will circumnavigate the moon and come back. And it's the first time it has been
not a
done
landing,
since the 70s.
that's circumnavigate.
That's right,
Yes,
but the reason
yeah.
they're doing that is to prepare for a landing within this decade, is what NASA says.
Yeah, that's a...
within this decade. I don't know if they mean the next 10 years or before 2030. I don't know which one they mean. I would assume before 2030 they're aiming for a moon landing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Buzz. Until somebody else. I think 12 men have been on the moon. He's one of 12. And was the first one.
Who was the guy before Buzz? I forgot already.
Paul
Neil
Stanley.
Armstrong.
No.
No, wait a minute. Whoa,
Paul Stanley.
We're doing Buzz or Neil?
No, I'm doing Buzz.
Buzz. He's the second one on the moon. I'm sorry. I was thinking Neil's second one on the moon. 2 of 12.
I mean, I'll go Buzz, but Paul Stanley pretty good.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Talk about printing money.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got more money
Yeah,
than
I
Buzz.
think I would go Paul Stanley.
Yeah. Being on the moon, that's the ultimate argument, Ender. It's hard to one-up that one.
What if the counter argument is they never went to the moon?
Yeah, well, I think Buzz
Yeah, that is a counter. But how about this? Would you rather go to the moon or have the fame and fortune of being a rock star for as long as they've had that?
The fame and fortune, I wouldn't want the grind of the travel. I know there was a lot of travel to the moon, but that was more compact.
And putting on the makeup every night?
Yeah. I mean,
that would be a
that was
pain in the
lot of
ass.
work
I wouldn't
to
mind
get
putting it on. Taking it off is a pain.
Oh,
As a
yeah.
guy who used to have to do it every night after 10 o'clock.
Do you think, though, they kept it on for all the groupies backstage?
Oh, I'm sure there were some that wanted that, yeah. No, don't take off the makeup. I've always envisioned the makeup. Yeah, that's the pain of it. Now, it was not easy getting to the moon. I'm not saying that.
Well, thank you.
Well, that was 1 week of travel, basically. The KISS has been doing it. What, they've been doing 45 years of travel and makeup on and off every
they're
night.
50 years deep.
And platform shoes. Yeah. I mean, all of that. It just wears you out.
I would say, though, probably same amount of life-threatening risk to sleep with as many women as they did in the 70s as to travel to the moon.
Oh, Buzz was safer, I think.
I know, you've talked about Beth, the song, before, and, Peter Criss, the vocalist behind it, the drummer. I didn't realize there's a rift between him and Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons is like Peter Criss, right place, right time. He said it. He had nothing to do with Beth. He was there when the guy wrote it. He was just lucky enough to sing it. He's not a musician. He only plays the drums.
Jeez.
I don't know what's going on there, but
Yeah.
taking massive shots.
Yeah. So if you're scoring at home, I am Peter Criss of this show. That is our 4 downs, brought to you today by our great friends at Crane U. If you're looking to change careers in 2026, Crane U is the place for you.
Yeah, craneu.com. You can check it out right there. All of their great services. But get the Crane training you need today. If you're looking for that new career, you need further training to advance your current one. Our friends at Crane U offer the comprehensive, state-of-the-art, fully stocked training facilities for mobile cranes, overhead lifts, or forklift training. If you want to use your own equipment, the team at Crane U will come to you. On-site, on-location training offered nationwide. Make that job easier, your job site safer. Crane U also offers certification and safety inspections to ensure the safest environment possible. Make sure you mention the next round when you call 855-CRANE-U. 10% off all the great services. For more information, go to craneu.com.
Follow Dunaway on Twitter and Instagram at Jim Dunaway.
Hop in. Injured in an Uber or Lyft? Here's the problem. Was it the driver's fault? The other car? The app company? Good luck figuring that out while you're trying to heal. Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys, they've got a guy for rideshare accidents. And here's the best part. They don't get paid unless you do. You heal. They fight. One call, 659-777-7777. Or visit alexwins.law. Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys. Because rideshare accidents need an experienced team. Physical office is Birmingham.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
It's the O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels. January 30th through February 1st at the BJCC with customs, classics, hot rods, and more. Don't miss the Golden Riders motorcycle stunt team, plus BMX stunt teams performing outrageous stunts live. Friday, meet WWE star Rikishi. Saturday is Kevin Mack from Counts Customs. And Sunday, meet TV host Courtney Hansen. Bring the kids for free Hot Wheels racing, costume characters, rides, and more. Get discount tickets at all O'Reilly Auto Parts stores. Details at worldofwheels.net.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Hey, Lance Taylor from the Next Round to tell you about one of our favorite places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is Hamburger Heaven since 1982. Hamburger Heaven has been serving Birmingham's best hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, hand-spun milkshakes, and sandwiches made fresh to order. All of their ingredients are fresh and prepared daily. This includes their beef, always fresh, never frozen, hand-pattied each and every day. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, visit any of the 4 locations, Highway 280, Irondale, Gardendale, and Homewood.
Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from the Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation
there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing
Wellness.
problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
Before LT tells us about Inverness Country Club, the tweet has been deleted now, which makes me think it's not true.
Screenshots live forever.
But Anthony Simpson, who played 2 years at Arizona and then 1 year at Michigan, he's back in the portal, said he was unfairly treated, never got a fair shot from Sharon Moore because other players at his position were blackmailing the head coach for playing time.
Basically, his suggestion is they knew what was going on, and they were telling Moore, we'll go public with it if you don't play us more.
Well, that's good culture.
Yeah, but it seems like an outlandish story to me.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
When I saw the tweet, I'm like,
And then he deleted it since.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be hard to get, if you've got some teammates that like you, just to give it a nod and a wink. Yeah, it's kind of true.
Yeah.
Because, look, everybody knows it is true.
Yeah, I mean, he said, you can go look at my film and see that I'm better than some of the guys that were playing in front of me.
That's when he lost it for me.
Yeah.
It's like,
and he shared some of his film.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the original tweet, but even reading it, I was like, do you really believe that a player at a position is going to go to his head coach and say, I know you're sleeping with your personal assistant, and if you don't play me more, I'm going public with
Well,
it.
in today's era, who knows? Really.
But, I mean,
that
is a ballsy move if you've done that one.
Sounds insane 5 years ago, but
I could see it in the workplace.
Oh, yeah.
I could see it in the workplace. Like, I'm a regional vice president, and I know the president of the company is sleeping with someone and taking her to a Coldplay concert, and I go to him. Well, that's all I could think last night Y'all weren't watching the 4K. Y'all weren't watching the 4K.
No, I saw a screenshot of that couple.
Crazy. It was every break until they figured it out. So you know how the 4K has they've got the shot from the corner of the end zone when they go to break. It's like the back of this girl's head and this guy, and they're talking the whole time. He's got his phone out and he's texting and showing her stuff, and you could see it clear as day. You could see his phone and all his text on the screen.
But what are the chances his wife was watching 4K?
I don't know. What are the chances somebody's on a screen at a Coldplay concert with his mistress?
Now, do we know this guy was married?
We don't.
Okay.
We don't know anything about them.
Oh, they got screenshotted and it was all over the internet.
It was all over the internet.
Eventually, they figured it out and started making faces at the camera.
Yeah, and that's when. So Scott's got a photo. You, Scott, at least Lance, probably the first quarter and a half. Every break you saw this right here. And
Damn. So, like, if he would have been pulling like some really inappropriate stuff on the phone, do you think they would have cut away? Or
I don't know how close attention they were paying because it took a quarter and a half for them to adjust.
But that's a stationary camera, and you know somebody in that SAT truck's got to be seeing what the image is, right?
Yeah.
They ended up tilting it up.
Right. They changed it during a break, in fact, because the couple started turning around and looking at the camera, making faces.
Yeah, sticking their tongue out at the camera. And
well, I mean,
like
I guess you could zoom in on what he was texting, right?
One of them, and it may be that one, is actually people sending them a still shot of the screen of them in their head. They realized they had become what was being described as a meme.
Yeah.
All I could think of was the guy. The guy was bad balding. He had a bad bald spot up here, and I kept thinking Dr. B could. It really helped that guy out a lot.
Well, I didn't know what the controversy was when they showed the one chick from Miami.
Oh, she's a adult.
I found that out today, but like everybody was.
Grok had to tell me that.
Yeah.
I was like, God, it was Big Cat. I don't think ESPN just know who they showed. And so the first response was, "Oh, there's no way the cameraman didn't know what he was doing."
Well, I thought it was
the next one was Grok. Grok, who are they talking about? So I hit that one, and it's like, okay,
porn star.
Yeah.
But I thought it was one of the Cavenders. Like I didn't know.
Not with that nose.
Yeah.
Our friends at Inverness Country Club brings you part of the show.
Yeah, hey, find your sense of community at the Inverness Country Club. They've got memberships that fit everyone from the social to the golf. Fantastic fitness center as well. Best days happen there. Maybe you relocated to retired. Inverness, great place to network. Child care also a big plus. You want to have friends, knowing your kid is safe on site. You can do it right there at the Inverness Country Club. Whatever your interests are, you can find it at Inverness. Take a tour of the club today. Call Aaron 205-991-8608 or online iccalabama.com.
Hey, Auburn's playing basketball tonight at Ole Miss. Sebastian Williams-Adams has become such an important part of what this team does at both ends of the floor. Have you seen a point spread on this game? What is it?
Auburn's 2.5.
Auburn 2.5.
Wow, on the road in Oxford.
Yeah, look, and they're 0-3 on true, other home courts this year. Ole Miss playing better. Look, they're just surviving, but they've won a couple of games back-to-back. A.J. Storr, a guy that's been everywhere from St. John's to Wisconsin to Kansas, is playing really well right now for Chris Beard. And it's a dangerous game, but it's a game that is very winnable for Stephen Pearl and Auburn.
Here's Todd Pettiford on him having to adjust his game when his shot isn't falling.
How much do you feel you've improved as a facilitator and a playmaker this season, especially on nights where your shots aren't always falling?
Definitely a lot. I feel like I've always had that. It's just I've never been in the position I am now. So just trying to be the best point guard that my team needs me to be. Shot falling or not, just try to get my guys open looks and open shots and get them going.
I think it was the loss at Missouri, and I can't remember off the top of my head what he was from the field, but basically Stephen Pearl said, not in so many words, this is a paraphrase of what Pearl said, if that's the way he's going to shoot, he's going to have more than 2 assists. We can survive him not shooting well, but we can not survive him not shooting well and not giving us some assists as well.
Well, I mean, watching him on the court, he looks like he's lost his confidence on his shot. Even in the interview, is he always this soft-spoken?
I think he has always been soft-spoken. I remember he had a horrible shooting.
And by the way, in his 5 conference games, he is shooting 16% behind the arc.
He had a horrible shooting night in Nashville when Auburn got bounced in the SEC tournament. I think he was 0 for something, actually. And I interviewed him afterwards. And he was very, I'll take it on myself not to ever shoot that bad again. And he didn't when they got to the NCAA tournament. But he was very soft-spoken when I was doing the one-on-one interview. So, I don't think he's a loud guy. He's not Chad Baker-Mazara by any means. Hard to remember this, but Auburn last year was unanimous number 1 4 different weeks last year. Arizona, when the AP poll came out yesterday, was unanimous number 1 for the first time in program history.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
Like during the season, because they've won a national championship. Yeah. So during the season. Yeah.
On the AP poll.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
Arizona, the great Lute Olson was never unanimous number 1.
Yeah,
I guess unanimous is hard.
It's hard to be unanimous.
Yeah, but even Sean Miller, I mean, there was 3-4 year period where we talked about the best active coach that he's yet to go to a Final Four is Sean Miller. So he had some great years there as well.
Yeah. Bama's 17. They don't play again until Saturday night, midweek bye. So does Tennessee, midweek bye. They play in Tuscaloosa, Tennessee, and Bama this weekend. Tennessee not ranked in the AP poll for the first time since March 15th, 2021.
Boy, that was a gut punch of a loss Saturday. Kentucky, first of all, owns that building. I think Kentucky has won 6 of 7 off the top of my head. It's 5 of 6, 6 of 7 like that in Knoxville. So they play very, very well at Thompson Bowling. That is a place Kentucky is very comfortable. But to build the kind of lead Tennessee had and let Kentucky fight back and win that game on your home court.
Something's off with that Tennessee team.
It really is. Something's off with the Kentucky team, too. I mean, this is 2 games in a row they've had to dig. They've dug themselves a hole, and somehow miraculously they have dug out. But for Tennessee to let that happen on their home court, you think they're just missing
Ziegler?
Ziegler? That was always a tough one for me.
Yeah.
Is it just that easy? His leadership, his on-court presence, his ball handling, his free throw shooting.
I mean, they said it like Rick Barnes and Zakai could finish each other's sentences.
Yeah. I mean, boy, I don't know if you could make a case for a player that, like Alabama doesn't really miss Mark Sears that much, I don't think.
I don't know how much. I mean, offensively, what you've got with Keyshawn to Janai Broome. I mean, Broome a little different on the defensive end.
Yeah, but I don't know how much Auburn, how different would they be with Broome? Record? Well, you think
you went just a step too far there.
What's their record with Broome?
I mean,
just he and Caldwell down.
Well, now you've added 2 guys.
I mean,
don't add 2.
But that's what that team is missing. They're missing
you added 2
rim
guys.
protectors on defense.
Well, that's what I said on defense, but offense, you're not losing anything at all.
No, but on defense.
Yeah.
That's
well. My broader point though is Tennessee. You can make an argument Ziegler is the biggest missing piece in the SEC year over year. I feel like that's the biggest difference in this team.
I'm going to say the guard from Florida.
Walter Clayton.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Our friends at Bojangles bringing you part of the show. What Sark said back at the SEC meetings back in May that made it on Cold Takes last night, and thankfully they were using our show cut.
We appreciate that as always. The folks at Bojangles want to remind you that for a limited time right now, that chicken rice bowl is back. You can swing through the local Bojangles closest to you, hit that drive-through. It is always open, and you're going to love that bowl. It starts with a hearty scoop of dirty rice, a spoonful of slow-cooked Cajun pintos, a layer of melty cheese, and finally your choice of chicken. It is hot, it is hearty, and it is all yours for just $7.49. Don't wait too long, though. Limited time. The bowl is back, so if you're hungry, you know where to go. Drive-thru's always open with our friends at Bojangles.
And if you're looking for something unique and fun to do middle of the week, every Wednesday night at the original location of Odie's in Crestline Village, we do the Odie's Team Trivia. So much fun. Been voted best team trivia for a long time now. I don't know who votes on that kind of stuff, but people talk about it. Great place to show up, hang out, enjoy some of the great food from Rodney Davis. Been doing it for almost 4 decades. The wings, burgers, sandwiches, ice-cold beer buckets full of the Bud Light, and, of course, the famous Odie's Cup cocktails. Get in, see Will Haver and that great staff. 2 locations, newest in Edgewood, original in Crestline, Odie's Tavern.
This was being talked about a lot last night from back on our show, SEC meetings in May. That's usually when it is. In May, down on the Gulf Coast, all the coaches are there and everything. Here is head coach Steve Sarkisian being asked about the toughness of the SEC and the path to winning a championship now.
The idea, I think we've all got to wrap our brain around. I don't know if we'll ever see an undefeated national champion again. If we do, that's a really good team because it's just so difficult. This idea of somebody's going to go 16-0 in college football, man, put a statue up somewhere of that team because I just don't know if that's going to happen again.
Mike Griffith, a friend of the show, said he was only talking about SEC teams doing that. But
I mentioned that to Forrester, and I said I didn't want to rain on everybody's party last night, but he was only talking about SEC teams.
Well, but he does say the idea of somebody going undefeated in college football.
Yeah.
That's broader than the SEC to me.
I agreed with him. I mean, when he said that.
When he said it, I did too.
Yeah. I mean, I would be willing to go out and say it
won't happen again.
It won't happen again.
I mean, it almost didn't happen last night. I mean, Miami had every chance to win that game, obviously. It shows you how hard it is to do.
But really, of the 16, only 3 were in doubt. Ohio State, Penn State, and last night.
No, you're absolutely right.
I mean, Oregon into the fourth quarter a little bit the first meeting, but
it is weird. We did not have a single one-loss team this year. We had an undefeated team, 2-loss, 3-loss, not a single one-loss team at the end of the year. So I'm kind of like Lance. I am inclined to say we just saw the only one that will ever happen. I mean, I've already said on this show there's never going to be an undefeated basketball national champion. I probably feel stronger about that than the football.
Oh, I feel much stronger about that.
But, I mean, the more we expand this playoff, look, Miami was the last team in this thing. And there they were last night, ball in hand with a chance to win it all.
Yeah. And again, I think Notre Dame, if they would have gotten in, had every opportunity to do the same thing.
And the way Texas was playing at the end of the year.
That's right. And you need only look at the FCS level. The more they've expanded that, Illinois State this year didn't even have a number next to their name. They weren't even a seeded team. They were one of the last teams in this, and they were playing in Nashville for the national championship. So the more you expand it, the more opportunity you're going to – the more games teams are going to have to win to be undefeated, and the more opportunity you're giving a team to pull an upset. Like, I don't think we're ever going to see – what would you have to be, 17-0, 18, 19, 20-0 now in the NFL? Is that right? 17 regular season?
NFL would be with a 1 seed, 17, 20.
And they're about to expand to 18, so it's going to be 21 at some point.
Impossible.
It's impossible. You're not going to see that in the NFL. 21-0? I mean, that's crazy to think about. And
really, with the games that you see, like last year, Kansas City had 3 or 4 losses, and they were 9-0 in one-possession games.
Yeah.
There's just too many one-possession games. Impossible.
Yeah.
Curt Cignetti, 64 years old, made $4.2 million just in incentives this year. He's now guaranteed to have the top 3 salary in college football, likely to be Kirby Smart, Lane Kiffin, Curt Cignetti in some order.
Isn't it $14 million?
That is the neighborhood it's going to be in now. So pretty good for him. I tried to save this last night. I tried to save a bunch of stuff. It's the old guy who I don't really always trust his information.
Okay.
Financial guy who...
Dave Ramsey?
No.
Jim Cramer?
No.
I can't wait to hear this. Warren Buffett.
Bob on the second floor.
He is...
Gordon Gekko.
He's the guy that... He did sports business stuff for a while.
Darren Rovell?
Yeah, Darren Rovell.
Oh, okay.
I didn't always trust
I haven't
his
seen
stuff.
a tweet from that guy in forever.
Oh, he's still there. You following him still?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Let me see if I can find it. Darren Rovell.
He tweets a lot. You're going to dig deep.
He does.
He's going to give you some prices on trading cards. He's going to tell you some Pokemon sold somewhere.
Yeah. Did I not save it?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. And see, this is just a lie, I think, from Darren Rovell.
Wow.
Before being hired at Indiana, Curt Cignetti earned roughly $3.5 million total over 41 seasons as a college coach. How long was he in Tuscaloosa?
Oh, I believe that. I think he was only making like
300.
Yeah.
He said 300 in an interview this week.
Okay.
He was making 300 a year.
4 years?
I think it was 3, could have been 4, so that's 1.2.
Yeah, but you think about early years, he was probably making $6,000 to $10,000 a year.
Yeah, and he was making. I think he was. I wonder. I don't know what his JMU salary was. That's the one that might put. Was he there for 2 years?
I would say that wasn't more than $750,000.
Yeah, it could have been. I think that's about right.
Yeah, it probably is.
So 41 years, he made $3.5 million. If he wins tonight, which he did, his contract won't be less than $14 million next year.
Hey, Jim.
Yes.
So I just did a quick Google search. Credit to AL.com. Original coaching staff at Alabama, which included Curt Cignetti, lowest paid member of the coaching staff at $170,000.
Yeah,
that was the lowest paid member.
So
that was 07. So he probably
7,
got a few
8, 9,
raises.
10. He was there 4 years,
and he was the lowest paid.
That's what it says. Lowest on the staff is receivers coach Curt Cignetti at $170,000.
Saban pinch a penny.
I was about to say, hey, as good as Saban was, he passed on Urban Meyer being on his staff at one point, and Cignetti was his lowest paid assistant.
But that's just good coaching. You got him. You saved money. You were able to pay other people.
Well, I think one reason.
Yeah, but how did Saban not say, "Hey, look, I tell you what, I'm retiring, but the guy you need to hire, we used to be on our staff."
Well, I think one reason he left was he did not see a pathway to being the offensive coordinator. That's really what he wanted to do, was be an offensive coordinator.
Well, it's been well documented. He said in that meeting, some crappy job came open. It may have been Kent State.
Yeah.
And he said,
Yeah.
I'll interview.
Yep, I'll do it. Ian's story yesterday, too. He told that one.
Yeah. I did that one. I knew I was doing that one.
That was from Ian. But, I mean, while he was at Alabama, they went from Major Applewhite to McElwain. Was that next?
Yeah.
To Nussmeier. I think in the time he was there, maybe I've got some of the dates off here.
How long was Sig on staff?
Yeah.
7 to 10. So he
McElwain for 3 years.
Yeah. So he saw the transition from Applewhite to McElwain, and then McElwain was there still in 11, but he didn't see a path forward.
Just crazy. Indiana's your national champions. Sig is the guy. By the way, so many. If he wants to cash in even more money, Chipotle is reaching out to him. Apparently, his oatmeal cream pie is a chicken, rice, and beans bowl from Chipotle almost every day. And Chipotle's reaching out to name a burrito after him.
Can we come up with a good name for that?
And now I'm going to have a cold beer.
Yeah.
And research being done by reporters to try to find what brand of beer he likes, and a lot of people just didn't know, wouldn't say. They say he's definitely not a local IPA guy. And one guy when he was at James Madison and one guy when he was at Alabama said he always enjoyed Mick Ultra, and he's the kind of guy that doesn't change. So
he seems like a very methodical, routine guy.
Yep.
Well, that's a lot of Chipotle every day.
Yep.
I've heard,
I always heard Saban had a grilled chicken salad every day.
Was it chicken Caesar or just grilled chicken? I don't know, but they always had meals catered in. They didn't go out for lunch, and it was the same exact meal every day for Nick Saban. That man was a man of routines, and I think Cignetti probably is the same way.
You better have some money if you're going to eat at Chipotle every day.
Yeah, he's going to need that whole contract.
Now DoorDash it. The last 2 nights, no kids at the house this time of year. Last 2 nights, Maggie's been like, let's just DoorDash in dinner. And I was like, no, just call it in. I'll get in the truck and drive and get
man,
it.
it is cold.
Yeah.
Very convenient.
That's how they get you, Lance.
I know.
Get you. That's how they get you. Top of the hour here. 1 more hour to go. Show being brought to you by our friend Alexander Shannara, trial attorney, the great folks over there at Alexander Shannara, ready to help you in 2026.
Yeah, any legal need you face. Anytime you're in need of an attorney, Shannara.com. Shannara.com is the place to go. You don't pay a dime unless they win your case. With Alexander Shannara trial attorneys, you know by now that he handles personal injury claims. That's very well known. What you might not know is he's building a firm that handles any issue his community face. So it's also claims for fire and storm damage, bad drug and device claims, disability, workers' compensation, and a host of other claims. You could see more at Shannara.com. When you're in need of an attorney for any situation, you don't pay a dime unless they win your case. Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys. Shannara.com. Shannara.com.
Follow LT on Twitter at @TheLanceTaylor.
From driveways to interstates, accidents happen fast. The insurance company's response? Here's our offer. Take it or leave it. Leave it. Call Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys. Over 250,000 clients. And no, they don't accept lowball offers. They fight, they win. Over $2 billion recovered. Call now for a free consultation. 659-777-7777 or alexwins.law. Physical office location, Birmingham.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
It's the O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels, January 30th through February 1st at the BJCC. With customs, classics, hot rods, and more. Don't miss the Golden Riders motorcycle stunt team, plus BMX stunt teams performing outrageous stunts live. Friday, meet WWE star Rikishi. Saturday is Kevin Mack from Counts Customs. And Sunday, meet TV host Courtney Hansen. Bring the kids for free Hot Wheels racing, costume characters, rides, and more. Get discount tickets at all O'Reilly Auto Parts stores. Details at worldofwheels.net.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from The Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, The Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
It's funny, Dunaway.
Our friends at Champy's bring you this final hour of the show. At Champy's world famous fried chicken, they haven't changed for over 10 years. Sterling, at that beautiful location on Highway 119 in Alabaster, has developed this wonderful, warm home feel that you'd love to go sit down and have a great lunch or dinner. College football has changed a lot in a decade, but Sterling still serves the absolute best fried chicken you'll ever taste, brines it overnight, hand-cut chicken fingers, Mississippi Delta recipe tamales, just terrific food, comfort food. I mean, if you're just upset that the Big Ten's won 3 straight national championships, you want to feel like the good old days again, like you had a family reunion, go to Champy's Chicken today, Highway 119 in Alabaster.
You think Chris Fowler's life's good this time of year? He did the entire college football playoff. He did
in his hometown. That's where he lives now, right?
Yeah,
Miami?
I think so. And did an NFL playoff game in that window too. Did he not do? He did one of the early NFL playoff games.
But now he's got to go Australia.
That's
right?
why I was asking.
That's a good place to go. It's summertime.
He hops a plane last night or this morning and is off to the Australian Open. I think I would like that. I don't know how much work goes in, to him doing tennis. I don't know how much free time he gets in Australia. But it's summer there, to your point. Of course, it's also summer in Miami all the time. I don't know. I just wonder. I mean, I would feel like I'd be exhausted right now if I'm him.
It's not summer all the time in Miami. It's warmer.
Yeah, but it feels like
here.
summer.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I would like that or not. That's a haul of a flight. And I know he's flying PJ. I don't think he's flying commercial.
No, he is not.
But that is a haul still. I mean, the
Yeah.
PJ may go a little bit faster, but
I mean, I don't think you can fly private jet to Australia,
sure
can
you can? Yeah. I mean, you may have to stop and gas up in
where?
L.A.
A boat?
Yeah, like L.A. I think there are directs right now from L.A. to Sydney.
You're saying you can fly commercial. You don't think you can fly a PJ?
I don't. Is the tank big enough?
Depends on the size of the private jet.
A private jet.
But yes, I would think you can.
While you're looking that up, tell us about our friends at your butcher shop.
Actually went in there last night. Picked up some steaks. I had a balancing act. I picked up steaks about 6:30, ran them to the house, ran to walk-ons, hung out for the first half of the game, and then ran back and did the steaks at halftime. Fantastic all the time from our man Jim and that great staff of butchers. 2 locations, the original, Cabo Heights, Highway 119 in Greystone, the one I typically go to. From the fresh meats, specialty items, great selection of fine wines and desserts, rare quality, well-done service, one-stop dinner shop. It is the New York Butcher Shop.
You can fly private from U.S. to Australia, can even be nonstop using ultra-long-range jets, though some aircraft may require a fuel stop in the Pacific. Now, I don't know where there's I don't think there's any gas stations there. I don't know where you stop. I mean, there's got to be an island out in the middle of nowhere. In the
I am prepared.
What is ultra long range jets? How many people own those?
Oh no, let me check that.
The Roys did in succession. I think the one that we saw the other day with who was the soccer player, Neymar.
Ooh, I don't know if he's flying private. One way from L.A. to Sydney, ultra long range private jet nonstop, $195,000 to $333,000. Heavy jet with stops, $180 to $236. He may be flying commercial.
Yeah, there's no doubt. He's just copping a first
class
plane ticket.
Yeah, probably $2,000 ticket.
Yeah.
Man.
I am not prepared. I was supposed to go to Australia my freshman year of high school. One of my best friends growing up, his grandparents lived in Sydney, and I turned it down. I wish I would have gone, but I'm not prepared for that flight. I'm prepared for the European flight right now. Thought about Japan, but I am not prepared for
7 hours to Europe. What is it to Japan?
I think Japan, from L.A. to Japan, is like 10 or 12 hours.
Yeah.
But it's not the 24 hours is crazy.
And just knowing it.
Yeah, I don't even know what you do.
Well, you sleep, you hope.
Yeah,
But if you're in just a row J seat C, you're
but
just,
I'm about to do a 5-hour direct flight. And that's a long time on a plane to me.
Yeah. Average nonstop LAX to Tokyo, 11 hours, 50 minutes. That's your average.
216 days away from college football. You told us about New York Butcher, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay. So we're ready to roll into our next big topic here, which is Florida in 1996, now Indiana, the last team to win their first ever national champion. I've got 4 teams that haven't. I don't know if there's a broader list out there. Maybe Brooks has them.
I think this one's pretty easy. I'll let you get to those 4 teams, but I mean, for me, it would be pretty easy.
It's Oregon.
Yeah, that's where the most pressure
Yeah.
is. I mean, Dan Lanning's got to deliver in the very near future.
I mean, he's 47-8 as a
I
head
know.
coach, so like he's winning 11, 12 games a year. He just hasn't been able to do it in the postseason.
But now he's in a conference that has won 3 straight. And everybody's in his fan base is like, okay, well, Ohio State won it, Michigan won it,
I'm interested.
Indiana won it.
Can I say that you probably are going A&M, Ole Miss, and Texas Tech?
I think technically A&M.
Oh, it's pre-World War II if they won one. I don't even think they claim one post-World War II.
Are they not the AP 36? No.
I don't think so, Jim. I will look it up real quick.
Okay, I'm not counting them right now unless you talk me out of that, but I would say Oregon, A&M. I don't want to put Ole Miss in there. Texas
I
Tech.
have Wisconsin, Virginia Tech, and West Virginia as those are the 4 that I did not have that are sort of football playing schools.
According to Wikipedia,
But Texas Tech's never won one.
According to Wikipedia, the claimed national championships for A&M are 19, 27, and 39. So they don't have post-World War II.
What was 39 an AP poll? I mean, that's a legitimate.
Oh.
Probably not.
Jim, I actually put together a list of the winningest college football programs like last week without a national title.
Yeah.
So West Virginia's first with 791. I won't tell you the wins. I'll just go in the order of who's. Virginia Tech is second. Wisconsin, Miami of Ohio, North Carolina, Utah, Oregon, Missouri, Virginia, and Cincinnati. Top 10.
Wow.
With top 10 in wins, no national titles.
Yeah, I would say right now where we are in college football, Oregon would be 1 for me, and I think Texas Tech or A&M would be 2.
Texas A&M did finish number 1 in the final AP poll of 1939, which was released before the bowl games on December 12th. That's the way they did it back then.
So are we giving them 1?
I wouldn't, because it's pre-World War II, but if you...
It's the AP poll.
I know,
That's
but
the
it's...
legitimate poll of...
I mean, you know...
I mean, that's not even claimed. That's the AP poll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you take that, if you put them in the discussion, let's just put them in the discussion. Would you say that Dan Lanning is under more pressure to do it, or Mike Elko's under more pressure?
Dan Lanning's been on the job longer.
He has been, but well, I tell you, the way A&M is pouring cash on top of cash on top of cash into this program, Elko will not be given long to win a national championship. I know we all think the guy can coach. He's in year 2 or about to start year 3. He won't be given long.
Well, it's not an isolated situation that Cignetti in year 2 won a national championship. We've had a lot of these guys do it. I mean, you go back, Urban Meyer did it in year 2. Kirby played for it in year 2.
Chizik did it in year 2.
Chizik did it in year 2.
For some reason, you're using World War II as a divider, but...
It's just clean.
Bob Stoops did it in year 2.
The cleaner division is probably going to be 2022 to 2023 when we started having full-fledged NIL and portal.
Oh, there's no doubt.
So,
yeah, I mean,
technically in this era of college football, the SEC has never won a national championship or played for one.
Right. We're living in a time like when we were discussing best Alabama NFL player, you were asking, could it be Will Anderson one day? We all agreed you've really got to start with the Super Bowl era. Don Hutson is hard to compare to Derek Thomas, right?
Yeah.
We're living in that in college football right now. Like 30, 40 years from now, when they look back on it, they'll be like, yeah, those Nick Saban Alabama teams were great. What was he? But that was before NIL. So you got to,
and really the transfer portal.
Yeah, and the transfer portal. You got to adjust the way you think about it. I mean, they'll be saying that 30 or 40 years from now.
But you say that, but the 2 greatest teams all time are 19 and 20, LSU and Alabama.
Oh, no, but I think it'll actually.
But that will cement those guys.
That's right. It'll make them better.
Yeah,
because there'll never be 44 guys on a roster that good again.
That's right. They'll say, guys, I know this is foreign to us, but Nick Saban and this guy, Ed Orgeron, was actually that LSU coach you guys couldn't remember.
Yeah.
They actually had to go recruit and build these teams and keep them for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
You couldn't just go get a free agent like we do now. That's what they'll say 30 or 40 years from now.
Yeah. And by the way, those teams had 17, NFL starters on each side of the ball.
It was a different world then.
Yeah. And you can't stack that talent anymore.
But you didn't pay guys back then, right?
I don't think we'll go that far, Lance. I don't think we'll ever say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we were doing a snake draft, everybody would take Oregon 1.
They would, especially with the quarterback coming back.
Yeah. And I think I probably would go A&M because it's more believable than Texas Tech, but those would be the top 3.
Quarterback coming back.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, I know.
But Sorsby going to Texas Tech, I mean, they're getting an improvement.
Did we put Ole Miss? Can we talk about Ole Miss, or do they have an AP?
They do not have one.
I mean, they've gotten a taste.
They do. And they're spending right now. Can they keep it up?
They've gotten a taste, and they're spending, and they're in love with their head coach right now. And I hope, listen, we all like Pete on this show. I hope Pete wins.
Me too.
But I think much like Mike Elko, Pete will not be given a lot of time to win a national championship. I mean, I think the clock is ticking on all these guys very, very quickly because of the money that is being invested in their programs now.
Since you're in the World War II move, Big Ten's three-peat's their first time to three-peat since World War II. They haven't three-peated since World War II.
Yeah.
I mean, there is going to be a power shift. I mean, there is. There already is.
There already is.
But, I mean, their alumni bases are so much bigger. We talked about the billion-dollar boosters that seems like every other one of these programs has.
Well, and I think one thing to watch is, and Clay referenced this, is there is currently at least the image of a salary cap in college football. I don't think anybody is abiding by it, but there is at least something there. And there is already a push. We are so young in this revenue share. There's already a push from a lot of the bigger programs to get rid of the salary cap, to get rid of the limits on the rev share.
Well,
and
everybody's
all
saying
that.
20.5 is not enough money.
That's right. That's what they're saying is we can't survive on 20.5. It's just you can't build a roster
and
on
that
that.
$5 million I threw out on what Alabama and Georgia is their recruiting budget, that's not what they're paying players. That's what they spend to recruit.
Yeah. To travel and meals.
Travel and feed them and
right.
all that when they come in on official visits. And
hotels.
I mean, that's
yeah,
fine.
all that.
If you didn't do the glamorous high school recruiting to that level, and you just took, cut that in half, just take $3 million extra to spend in the portal.
Why can
you not do that? I mean, that's just Alabama spending the money they're spending already, just differently.
Yeah,
you should be allowed to do that.
Because I mean, used to, Lance, you would spend the $5 million on recruiting to wow these guys when they got on campus, because Oregon was wowing them, and Georgia was wowing them, and Texas was wowing them. Well, now it's probably more about like, all right, Texas is offering me this right here. What can you do?
Yeah. And instead of flying
it's not about eating lobster for the first
that's
time.
Right. Yeah, I don't give a rip about that.
Instead of flying around to see 60 recruits, maybe you're only flying to see 18 now.
Yeah.
These are the 18 we want.
Yeah. The crazy thing is I can vividly remember, and I'm sure you guys can too, when we would go to the old Winfrey Hotel for SEC Media Days and get a stack of the then, how many media guides was it? Was it 12?
12 to 14.
Yeah. And then it got to a point where they were like, we can't do media guides anymore. It's not fair.
That's right. Everybody's not on the same plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they limit it to pages. Like, it can only be 200 pages.
Yeah.
Because they were building these Bibles because they were recruiting instruments.
Yeah, but now we're paying a quarterback $6.5 million and a head coach $14 million.
They wish they could go back to that cost. Okay, I'm about to say the dumbest thing maybe I've ever said on the show.
That is a high bar.
Right after LT tells us about Michelson laser vision, one of the smartest things he's ever done.
Yeah, it really was. Back in 2003, I had the 2200 vision. I was legally blind without the aid of contacts. I got the procedure done. 2015 vision, better than 2020. Make the phone call that I made. 205-969-8100. Ask for Amy Toe. The next round, Cynthia. She is going to hook you up with a hassle-free consultation. You have zero to lose to find out if LASIK is right for you. Dr. Mark Michelson, Dr. Jen Michelson, they are the best in the business. For more information, michelsonlaservision.com.
When I say I'm going to say the dumbest thing I've ever said on the show, I can see Forrester and Brooks start rolling on a separate screen back there like, let's go ahead and get this down.
Do not miss this.
Kevin writes in, everybody's saying that we's Alabama. Everybody's saying that we should have hired Cignetti instead of DeBoer. No way to know for sure, but I don't think the results would have been the same. I don't think you have to think about it. I don't think Cignetti in 2 years would have won a national championship at Alabama.
Whoa. Before we even discuss that, who is saying this?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it was impossible to hire Cignetti.
You've seen the chatter that why? I mean, he said it earlier. Why did Nick Saban not?
Oh, that was joking, though.
But come on, guys. Alabama hired a guy that literally had just coached in the national championship game.
That's right.
And had 12 losses his whole career.
That's right.
And didn't hire a guy that was coaching at James Madison. Let's don't do revisionist history.
That's right. The Alabama fans would have come unhinged if Cignetti. But I do think Cignetti, with what he brought in from JMU.
But that's it, LT. He would not have been able to bring in those kids from JMU to Alabama.
If it was his program.
You can't show up in Tuscaloosa and send 5-star and 4-star guys, a roster full of them, packing.
Well, people would think he was crazy.
Everybody would have said, you're an idiot. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
It would have been amazing to watch, though, wouldn't it?
You couldn't have done it. And Kalen DeBoer couldn't do it. Kalen DeBoer got here, and some of these players that were 5 and 4 stars didn't fit what he was trying to do. So he spent 2 years trying to do this, with these great players that maybe weren't exactly for his system.
But I also think, and again, now, when people say this, keep in mind, Cignetti took the Indiana job before Nick Saban even retired. So even on the calendar, this could not have happened. But in this scenario we're talking about, when Cignetti took the Alabama job, he would not have looked at Alabama's roster and thought, you know what I need?
20 guys from JMU.
Guys for James Madison. He would have looked at Alabama's roster and been like, this roster was built the way I build rosters. Why? Because this is the roster I was building when I was in
But he would have been able to win with those guys because he develops guys. So, although he might not have had some of these JMU guys, some of the guys there would have bought into his system, and he would have developed them.
So you think 2 years in, Cignetti would have won the same amount of games he's won in Indiana?
I would not go same amount.
There's no way.
No.
I don't think the same amount, no. But I think that he would have gotten better from year 1 to year 2, which Kalen DeBoer did.
Yeah.
But it would have been better results, for sure.
No.
He's the best coach in football right now.
He is
at the
right
college
now,
level.
yes.
Yeah.
He is.
He is.
He is right now.
Yeah, but this is the ultimate revisionist history. I mean, you could have lined up 100 people in college football and said, Nick Saban has retired. You can hire Kalen DeBoer or Curt Cignetti. 100 out of 100, including probably Miss Cignetti, would have said, hire Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah. If this was Family Feud, they'd been like, give me Curt Cignetti.
Okay, but here's a. I mean, think about this. After last year going 11-1 in the regular season and going to a college football playoff, if you would have said at the end of the season, hey, you've got all these coaches on your big board, you can hire any of them, how long would it take to get to Cignetti after last year?
I still would have taken Kalen DeBoer.
That's what I'm saying. I think people would have taken Lane Kiffin. People would have taken Dan Lanning. Obviously, Kirby Smart, Ryan Day, Marcus Freeman.
Okay, so do it now.
If I could take any of them, for what's the amount of period? 5 years? 5 years, I'm taking Cignetti. For sure.
Over any coach in college football right now.
Over any coach in college football. For sure.
Brown?
I get Curt Cignetti or any other coach in college football.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're just drafting. I mean, you're a general manager, an athletic director. You got to go out. You got to hire a coach, but every coach is available. Active coach.
Dang. There's part of me that wonders. I'm not going to go right place, right time. Curt Cignetti's a better coach than that, but I do wonder if it was just the perfect marriage that led to this. That going to Indiana gave him the runway to bring in guys that were already bought into his system, that knew him.
Thank you.
And he had space to do that. And
how much better in year two are they? They are light years better than they were last year.
Yeah, because in year one, the guys that were already there, and then some that were outside on the outside looking in, like Fernando Mendoza, looked and said, "Okay, that's."
But he was able to retain those guys too.
Yeah, because most of them were his guys from.
But still, I mean, there's no loyalty in football now.
I mean, they were from James Madison. They were from Missouri State. And
if they could have gotten a seven-figure check, they're out.
He would not have done the same thing in Tuscaloosa. That's why this is so hard. Or in Baton Rouge or anywhere else, he would have never taken one of those rosters and said, "I need 20 guys from James." Madison.
Who's the kid that is the good receiver now?
Beckers.
Yeah, Charlie Becker. He was there.
Yeah, he was there. They told him to leave.
Yeah,
they told the whole wide receiver room to leave.
Well, he said you can stay, but you're going to special teams.
After he went to the portal, and then they were like, "You know what? You can stay."
So, I mean, I don't think there's a no-brainer to me outside of Cignetti.
Well, that's the problem is if I've got to find a guy for 5 years, I don't know where I would go outside of Cignetti. I would go Kirby Smart. That'd be my second choice, obviously.
But you see what I'm saying? He couldn't show up in Tuscaloosa until, Caleb Downs left anyway, but he couldn't show up and say, Tyler Booker, I'm sorry, man. I know you want to stay, but you're not one of my guys. We're going to bring in a guy from James Madison.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have. I think he would have brought a few of those guys in, but he already had some. Indiana had no talent. You heard Orlowski tell the story a couple of weeks ago about how pathetic that product was just in 2023.
Oh, yeah. What were they, 3-9? How'd they ever win 3?
I know. Nobody goes to games. I mean, it is a heck of a turnaround. I'm just saying it was a perfect spot for him to do it. And could he have done it in many other spots? Absolutely. He could have. He's that good of a coach. But this was a perfect spot. Again, even if he had done that, let's just use Alex Golish for a second. What has been Auburn's fans' reaction to all the South Florida players that have come in outside of Byron Brown? Byron Brown could have gone a lot of places. I mean, Auburn fans are like, God, really? Can these guys play in the SEC? I mean,
but if you trust your coach.
I think a lot of the other SEC fan bases are like, can these guys play in the SEC?
And we'll see. Maybe they can.
We'll see. Maybe they can.
Because the Big Ten was doing the same thing to all the JMU players.
That's right. You still haven't answered the question.
Which is what?
Who you would draft right now if you had one coach?
I would still go Kirby over Cignetti.
Would you?
Now, Kirby, of late, has not done as well.
Yeah,
but it's still really good.
They still were 12-1.
I know, still really good.
I mean, the question becomes.
He would be number 2 for me.
The question becomes.
I think anybody's.
I mean, Kirby and Nick Saban, they excelled at recruiting high schoolers, great recruiting classes, and building, the programs the way you've always built them, freshmen into sophomores into juniors, and just having incredible depth.
Which Indiana didn't have that luxury.
They did not, which I think benefited Cignetti in this turnaround, as opposed to taking over like Kalen had to do in Tuscaloosa. And is Kirby going to adjust to where it's a bigger. I do not mean this to sound like Dabo Swinney, but is it a bigger push in the portal to fill the immediate holes like Ohio State is doing?
It is an incredible balance. But all I would say is watching Indiana over the last couple of years, the attention to detail, and it's a team that is so disciplined. They don't make mistakes. They don't miss tackles. I mean, he's just got it dialed in my opinion.
He does. I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, but I don't, and hear me when I say this, those JMU kids were such a big part of the heartbeat of this team. They've been with him, and there's so much loyalty and togetherness and oneness. Can he recreate that again next year and next year without that JMU bond? Maybe it's just something he's built with the Indiana kids.
But
now.
Is that going to be like a negative for him? Like if he doesn't, are people going to be like, man, he was only able to do it with those JMU transfers?
No. It's going to be an amazing story, an amazing movie someday that turned into maybe he should have walked away after the confetti fell in Miami. I mean, let's be honest. If it's 8-4 next year, and then it's 7-5 next year, after that, and then he's 66 after 2 non-playoff years. What are we going to be saying?
Have y'all looked ahead at their schedule?
It's a nothing schedule. I've got it up right here.
Yeah, pull it real quick. I just want to know what their Big Ten games are.
3 nobodies, and then
their out of conference is terrible. I won't even mention it. They're 3-0 without. We could coach them to 3-0. Their Big Ten home games, they don't have dates on these yet. Big Ten hasn't done dates, but their Big Ten home games are Minnesota, Northwestern, Purdue, and Ohio State. And USC, I'm sorry. Minnesota, Northwestern, Ohio State, Purdue, USC.
So there's only 2 losable games on
Ohio
there.
State and USC.
Yep. And that's their home games. So that's a benefit that they get those at home.
On the road at Michigan, interesting game.
That's a losable game.
Yes, there's no doubt. At Nebraska, at Rutgers, and at Washington.
Washington's a losable game.
Washington.
Yeah, I mean to say there's 4 losable games.
Yeah, but that's a playoff schedule.
Yeah, I don't think.
If two wins gets me in the playoffs.
I think their win total is probably 9.5, which is a high total in today's college football.
Yep.
And I think that I would lean they go 2-2 in those games, and they go 10-2.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
and they're back in the playoffs, which is where we all had them early.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I didn't take them out.
Yeah,
because I've seen that schedule.
Yeah.
I think the guy is a really, really good coach. I just think it was, and I'm not saying only Indiana could have done this. That was a perfect spot for him to go to, because he was able to bring in the guys he knows and trusted that help create the culture that he is benefiting from right now. He could not have done the same thing in Tuscaloosa. Could he have won over the 4 and 5 stars in Tuscaloosa or Baton Rouge or Austin? Probably so. He's a good enough coach to do it. But he'd had to do it a different way. There's no doubt.
So you're saying what I'm saying. You're just making it sound smarter.
Well, that's normal here.
My dumb take is that Kalen DeBoer took over a tougher job than Curt Cignetti did.
That is a dumb take. Yes, I can't.
In a realm, there were different difficulties than what you got with Indiana. But if you would have said, "Hey, look, gun to head, everybody you love, they're in peril if you don't get this decision right." Either Kalen DeBoer, Curt Cignetti taking jobs at the same time, Cignetti at Indiana, DeBoer at Alabama. One of these two is going to win a national championship.
You go DeBoer a million times
everybody.
out of a million.
There wouldn't have been one person in the world, not even Cignetti's.
That's what I'm saying. Even people named Cignetti would have gone, I'm taking DeBoer. Don't tell Dad, but I'm going to go with a Bama coach.
I don't know how many guys moving forward can win multiple national championships.
Well, I honestly don't think Cignetti will. I'm not going to say he doesn't get back there, but I mean.
Okay, if we have this discussion next year,
okay,
and Josh Hoover is your MVP, and
I think Josh Hoover's terrific.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they've won another national championship back to back, I mean, mind blown. But what's the conversation? then?
It's a 4 downs question. National championships moving forward for Curt Cignetti. I put the number at 1/2. You're taking the over or under for your life.
Oh, man, if he was 44, I would take the over.
But he ain't.
But he's 64, and you got
to take the under.
But he seems like a guy that will want to do it forever.
Oh, I agree.
Like, money doesn't seem really important to him. I mean, I'd probably do what you said, Dunaway. I'd probably be like, man, I've won 27 games over the last 2 years. I think I'm going to take some time being the rest of my life.
But you could argue he now has the best job in college football, so why would you walk away from it? He's got the most job security you could possibly have.
Well, just because a lot of people are like scared to death of what's the encore going to look like.
And he's got a fan base that adores him. It is 100%. I don't know how many coaches have 100% approval. He does.
How did they get 75% in that building last night? They just bought their
It's
way in, didn't
crazy.
they?
And then Assembly Hall was full. I don't know if it was entirely full, but Assembly Hall, they had a watch party there. Yeah.
But that's an example of there is a price for everyone.
Yeah.
Like they spent so much. I'm sure Miami fans are like, okay.
Y'all go watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make an argument, though. He's got the best job in football right now. In the world we're living in where you can build rosters the way they do. And
that's even crazier.
And he's got a billionaire that is like, yeah, I'll help you build a roster.
Yeah. Will Indiana win a national championship one day, or will they have the best job in football?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, give me Cup 5, Tyler, if you will. Here is Curt Cignetti last night on the message that Indiana winning it all sends to college football.
I think we sent a message, first of all, to society that if you keep your nose to the grindstone and work hard and you got the right people, anything's possible. In our particular situation in the athletic world, college football's changed quite a bit, the balance of power also. But we had the right people on our staff, in the weight room, in the locker room. And we had great senior leadership and togetherness, and we had a really good quarterback that played his best when the chips were down. And if you prepare the right way, which this team did week in, week out, and put it on the field, we met the challenge every single week, and we're 16-0. Are there 8 first-round draft choices on this team? Probably not. No, there aren't. But this team, the whole was greater than the sum of its parts.
Oh, that's
that's what sports is all about.
Absolutely.
That's your best teams is when those are the ones people remember, you know?
Yeah.
It's just when the whole is better than the sum parts. Cut 6 before you do that though. The problem, Forrester, give me Spurrier's quote on what he said about his coach at Florida. This is the problem.
This is about Summerall?
Yeah. On 3 Sports yesterday, Steve Spurrier suggests John Summerall could be like Curt Cignetti at Florida.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I tell you, that's going to be the pressure for these guys now.
That's all over the place. This guy, he might be a little bit like Curt Cignetti. I mean, he is serious, and guys are going to play hard. They're going to play with effort. We're not going to have 13 on the field, all that kind of stuff. Give Coach Summerall credit for what he's building right now as we start out. Of course, trying to sign some transfer guys and all that and go from there.
John would probably be like, dude, I really appreciate that compliment, but you could have given it just to me, not to On 3 or to wherever he said it.
Yeah, that's probably what John's whispering back to him right now. Listen, let's downplay the expectations.
Right,
But I mean,
old ball coach.
But I mean,
but my point is that is being said at 40 other schools.
That's what I was going to
today.
say. Yeah, how many expectation fan bases are like that?
Yep.
Like, and if I'm a Florida fan, like, hey, look, we've got the NIL dialed in. We hired our guy, and why can you not win one in 2 years?
Yeah,
it's not fair because there's only one per year.
And Alabama fans are like, all right, Kalen DeBoer's 3rd year. You know, Auburn fans are like, okay, Alex Golesh, let's see how close we can get to the playoffs in the first year.
But it's
and then in the second year, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, Sean McDermott won 5 consecutive AFC East. He was 8-8 in the postseason, and he just got fired with questionable calls and losing in overtime on the road to the number 1 seed
in the playoffs.
Yeah,
in the playoffs, lost in the playoffs.
None of us. I was closest. None of us had LSU in the playoffs next year.
Nope.
You think that's what the crazy governor? Spent their money on?
Oh no, they expect to be there. They expect to be fighting for the 1 seed.
Marcel Reed's back at Texas A&M. Mike Elko, all that money. You think Texas A&M is going to miss out?
No, that's what I said earlier. His clock is ticking. He's only in year 3, but they will not wait long.
Yeah, I know Miami played for it last night. The most competitive state is Texas when you look at what Texas A&M and Texas Tech are spending right now.
And SMU.
And SMU, yeah. I've seen people that have them in the playoff next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so crazy now. I understand why you want to go to 24. I really do. Just get us in the playoffs and let's see what happens. All right. One more from Cignetti here, and then we'll take our break and do trash coming up on the other side. Our gutter cap sound of the day, Curt Cignetti, cut number 6. Tyler, here's Sig on how he's going to let himself enjoy this for a moment.
You just made history with a 16-0 national champion. How do you let yourself really enjoy this?
Good question. Because I'll be dealing with underclassmen going to the NFL tomorrow, and who knows what else. And if I was smart, I'd probably retire. Then I'd really be a story. But we need the money. What would I do? What would I do? No. So I don't know if I'll have a beer in the tilt chair. I had one after the game. That's enough for me. And we'll be back at it. I love what I do. I love football. I'm a football guy. I don't have many other things that I do besides family. And in the summer, go for a walk with my wife or go away. In February, the old signing date, first day after the old signing date. I'm a film junkie, and I like putting the team together, and we're going to have a lot of challenges next season. And, but I will have a chance to look back at what we got done and, these guys made it happen.
Yeah.
We're going to see building or maintaining. What's more difficult?
It's maintaining. I think that's what any coach would tell you. Climbing the mountain is fun, and it's easier than standing on top of the mountain. Everybody's tried, and really only Nick Saban has accomplished it.
No TV ratings yet last night, right?
Not that I've seen.
There are people who believe because Indiana and Miami, a 10 seed in Indiana, the name brand, that the ratings were going to be bad last night. I sort of tend to go the other way. I guessed the number would be 18-9. We'll see what that ends up being whenever the TV numbers drop. Gutter Cap brings you part of the show. We'll do trash coming up on the other side.
Yeah, cap it, don't snap it. You don't want to do the dirty, dangerous job of cleaning out the gutters. Call our man Chris Stewart, old C-Stew. He will come out. He will give you a free estimate. They will clean the gutters one final time, and then they put the gutter cap system, the patented aluminum cover system, on most existing gutters. It will keep everything outside of the rainwater. Cap it, don't snap it. 205-823-2212 or guttercapbirmingham.com.
Follow Scott Forrester on Twitter @ScottForresterTV.
From driveways to interstates, accidents happen fast. The insurance company's response? Here's our offer. Take it or leave it. Leave it. Call Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys. Over 250,000 clients. And no, they don't accept lowball offers. They fight, they win. Over $2 billion recovered. Call now for a free consultation. 659-777-7777 or alexwins.law. Physical office location, Birmingham.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
It's the O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels, January 30th through February 1st at the BJCC. With customs, classics, hot rods, and more. Don't miss the Golden Riders motorcycle stunt team, plus BMX stunt teams performing outrageous stunts live. Friday, meet WWE star Rikishi. Saturday is Kevin Mack from Counts Customs. And Sunday, meet TV host Courtney Hansen. Bring the kids for free Hot Wheels racing, costume characters, rides, and more. Get discount tickets at all O'Reilly Auto Parts stores. Details at worldofwheels.net.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today. Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
This hour brought to you by our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. It's 70 years. The fine folks at UCA have been taking care of men and women here in Central Alabama. Yes, men and women. But for the guys who are watching us right now, your prostate health is so important. And early detection saves so many lives. And that starts with the first checkup with our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. From prostate health to kidney stones, everything in between. To get details at everything they offer, urologycentersalabama.com, urologycentersalabama.com, or make that appointment, 205-930-0920. Let's see, Auburn playing basketball tonight. I mentioned that. Jeff Hafley, coach of the Dolphins.
Did a really good job with that Green Bay defense. Obviously, once they lost Micah Parsons down the stretch, they were kind of hamstrung. But, you know, he's well-respected with his year or two at Boston College as well.
I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but it's just a meh hire.
That one didn't excite me as much as Robert Saleh to Tennessee.
I think Saleh's a good coach. I was texting with some Titans fans this morning. One of them was friends of mine. One of them was excited about it. One of them was very underwhelmed by it. I'm like, I think he's a very good coach. But I brought that up to, I said that on the show the other day, and Jim's like, he just keeps taking bad jobs.
Yeah.
Do you view this as a bad job?
It's a much better than the Jets.
Well, most are.
But
I mean, look, they've got a lot of movement they got to do with this roster, but I think they've got their quarterback of the future at least.
I do think there are a lot of these job openings that have now been filled that are like, boy, if I'd known Sean McDermott was available, I might have tapped the brakes there. Like I thought Tennessee, Miami had already hired when McDermott got fired. They'd already hired Jeff Hafley, or at least that far down the road to hiring Jeff Hafley. And I really thought Tennessee would look to McDermott. I thought that would be an easy look for them to Sean McDermott. But I like Saleh. I think he's a good coach. Yeah. I just think he was in a bad situation at the Jets.
If I was Kyle Shanahan, I think I would. I don't know what my contractual situation is, but I think I would like a change of scenery.
Why so?
I feel like that window has closed.
Oh, I would with that power plant making everybody's ligaments.
Yeah, that's a real story. When y'all brought that up, I kind of laughed it off.
I'm telling you, man, there's something to it.
It is. I've seen it reported by like reputable organizations that
like our buddy Mitri, who's a big 49ers fan. Like I haven't talked to him about that theory, but it is uncanny how many injuries they've had over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And they can't stay healthy.
It's a wild story, but apparently it's got, I hate to use this phrase, got some legs to it.
I don't think Auburn ranked in anybody's way too early. Forrest, did you see any Auburn in anybody's way too early?
I have not yet.
Yeah, me either. Michael Casagrande.
They were last year.
They were. Did a composite of everybody's way too early where Alabama's ranked, and it is different. There's not one single digit on anybody's.
Yeah, I would think, I had this conversation last night. I would say 15 to 20 is where they're going to be in most people's polls.
Highest is USA Today with Alabama at 11.
That's where I had them.
Yeah, I had them
Me and USA Today.
Adam at 9.
Adam at 10. The lowest is ESPN at 21. Good news is everybody has them in there.
And good news is that's where you found Indiana and Miami.
But I'll tell you this, if they finish 21 next year.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to be doing a talk show now. Oh, wait. USA Today 11, Sporting News 12, Yahoo Sports 12. I'm doing this, trying to get them all correctly. CBS and Sports Illustrated 15, On 3 17, same place the basketball team's ranked right now. Fox and The Athletic at 20 and ESPN 21.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 15 to 20. I don't think anything will change with that.
Where the expectation will be, not where they'll finish.
No, yeah. National,
Okay.
like I'm just talking about when we see all these preseason polls, that's AP poll, coaches poll, all that, I think they're going to be between 15 and 20.
All right. That gets us to Trash Today, brought to you by our wonderful friends at Hemp Hill. 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency service with our friends at Hemp Hill.
Yeah, 205-229-2090. Whether you experience the plumbing, heating, cooling issues, home or business, hard to stop a train, call our friends at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, Andrew, awaiting your call, 205-229-2090 or hemphillservices.com.
After the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. He's blind.
LT's Trash is presented by Bud Light.
Easy to drink, easy to enjoy, our friends at Bud Light. So I do want to, back to the real quick, Kalen DeBoer. Saban's second year, where was Alabama preseason?
I think they were like 18th or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a chance. It's going to be the lowest in almost 20 years, right?
Yeah. I'll go look that up, but I think they started like 18th or something.
So in the mountain pastures of Austria, a very clever cow is overturning our view of how intelligent these creatures actually are. A pet Swiss brown cow named Veronica has learned how to use both ends of a stick to scratch her own back.
Boy, this looks like AI.
Now, this kind of flexible tool use is rarely seen in the animal kingdom and has never been documented in cattle before. Dr. Antonio Mascaro from the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna led the study into Veronica's tool use, which was recently published in Current Biology. Now, at first, the team gave her a broom brush, expecting her to use only the bristle end. Instead, Veronica adjusted how she used the tool depending on which itch needed scratching. If it was her back or another broad area that warranted a good scratch, she would use the bristle end. When a softer touch was needed, such as on her sensitive underbelly, she would use the smooth handle end. Now, the researchers note that livestock animals have largely been overlooked by behavioral scientists, meaning their perceived lack of intelligence may say more about the lack of observation than about the animals themselves.
When you were growing up, did your grandparents have a back scratcher? Your granddad?
I probably could find one in our house right now.
Oh, could you?
Yeah, I think technically I am Maggie's.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot tell you how many times she'll walk up to me and go, just scratch my back.
I can't with my left because I got a torn rotator. I can't. There's certain places I can't scratch.
Yeah, I mean, I can get everywhere I need to go.
I'll just get on the corner of the door a lot of times.
Oh, you're one of those. I had somebody use my couch as a foot scratcher one time.
Well, I've got my shirt on.
With their sock off?
Yeah.
Well, I've got my
shirt
shirt
It was
on.
a female, but...
Oh, so it was good.
Yeah.
Was this recent?
No. This was back...
dating days?
First year of my house. We had people over watching a game.
And she took her shoe off and scratched her foot on the couch.
She had her shoe off and just was scratching it on the side of my couch one time. And I was like...
That's tasable offense right there.
Tasable?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a foot guy, too. But I was like...
She have a good foot?
I don't want feet on my couch.
An itchy one?
But Maggie will walk up and...
If you got socks on, I can deal with
you
that.
scratch my back and I'll scratch. She's like, you always know exactly where it itches. And then 15 seconds in, I'm usually making a move, I don't know why.
Oh, your bra came up.
She's like, okay, that's enough. That's enough.
So a Florida man, and by the way, I think this guy is island worthy.
Okay, I normally get to make that call, so we'll see.
Wait.
Huh?
Before we even go any further, does it involve a dog?
It does not involve a dog.
Okay, wow.
It's a change of the script.
Florida man has been arrested after allegedly throwing hundreds of nails into the road on almost 30 different occasions.
Yeah.
Felix Uresti, 51, was arrested on Tuesday after being caught in the act, throwing the hardware into a road about 15 miles east of Tampa. Now, deputies watched as Uresti exited his white 2022 Toyota Tundra, placed nails onto the roadside. An investigation into Rusty began on September 11th of last year when the sheriff's office received a call that hundreds of nails were scattered in the middle of the road. Over the next 5 months, 27 additional incidents reported in the same area. During a search of his vehicle on Tuesday, deputies discovered the same roofing nails used in previous locations in a large bucket of nails in the back seat. He's been charged with 6 counts of criminal mischief, totaling $1,000 or more, throwing a deadly missile at, within, or into a vehicle, as well as violation of Florida litter law.
Yep.
He's done this on 50 times. I mean, he just wants carnage out there.
Yeah, he is currently under arrest day.
But think about it, we've all got, or we've had teenage daughters driving around.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
if there's a nail in the road, my wife's going to find it.
But I mean, this guy needs to be on an island.
Yeah, I agree.
I was leaving an Alabama basketball game earlier this year. I forget which one it was. May have been the Purdue game. And right near the chicken finger place here, I never know how to pronounce the name of the place.
Fusackley's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got those in Mobile. My
Everybody
daughter
loves that, but I was like,
They call them Foos.
Yeah, so I'm driving by there, and I rolled through, I'm up to speed, and I'm like, did I just hit a piece of glass or something? And then I'm about halfway on the interstate.
Oh, and you got the alert.
And I get the alert
Yeah,
on my tire.
that
And I
sucks.
pull over, and there's a nail in it. And with a little black rubber strap, somebody had thrown something in there that it was like a piece of rubber, and it just had nails in it. Like it was intentional. It was almost like a flat tire strip.
Here's my issue with this cat. Like, what he's doing is bad enough, but I just don't trust that if we take the nails away from him, he's not just going to find another chaotic thing to do. That's why he's got to go to the island. I agree with Lance. He's just proven, if he's done this 50 times, he's proven we can't have you in a normal society.
Right. I mean, if you want to gas him, you can gas him. I don't care.
You know, we can't have you in a normal society. You just don't make the decisions that benefit society.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're going to the island.
Yeah, this is
If you had done
really,
this,
really
if you had done
malicious.
this twice, we could try to reform you. You've done this 50 times.
I mean, go out and Habitat for Humanity. Go
That's
help
right.
build a house.
Yeah, I mean,
and
you
work in a soup
You got
kitchen.
plenty of nails, obviously. Go build something. Yeah, nope, we're going to throw them in the road.
A foreign tourist wrapped ripe bananas around his body to approach wild monkeys in Vietnam. According to authorities, they intervened, warning the visitor, and ordering an immediate halt to the feeding. Now, a representative of the management board of the Son Tra Peninsula and Da Nang's tourist beaches said it had been informed about a video showing a tourist using food to, quote, tease the wild monkeys on the peninsula. Look at this dude. This is like a jackass prank.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a weird fetish.
Yep.
But are they not able to get the banana off?
It doesn't appear. That's the flaw in this.
I don't want an angry monkey.
Yep. Just wait till there's a gang of angry monkeys that can't get the bananas.
Now, the tourist appeared delighted as monkeys rushed in to snatch the bananas from his body, despite the potential danger. Upon discovering the incident, staff from a resort quickly approached the scene, warned the tourist, and asked him to stop the inappropriate behavior. Man left soon on a motorbike. Video sparked debate. Many people saying the act ignored wildlife protection rules, especially as the area has numerous warning signs strictly prohibiting the feeding of monkeys. Now, the board noted that for many years, driven by curiosity, some visitors have continued to feed wild animals despite repeated outreach efforts, regular reminders, and the presence of multiple warning signs at tourist spots.
Here comes the ranger. You can see him walking on the white line coming up.
Oh, he's walking with purpose, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got those arms moving.
Hey, banana boy.
Get him back on your bike and get out of here.
I'm going to arrest you.
What weird people we have in this world.
And finally, California startup is giving would-be spacefarers the chance to reserve their vacation on the moon in advance, but it's going to cost a pretty penny.
I told y'all we're going back. Y'all didn't believe me.
Yeah, Buzz
Here we go.
Aldrin, 96 today, and
Yep.
now you can be the next Buzz. It's been 53 years since humans last set foot on the moon, with another crew set to launch in early 2026. While space colonization is still widely considered a science fiction pipe dream, one California company is getting ahead of the game in the hopes of being the first to make a profit.
Can I just say why, though? Why? Why would we want to go?
I have no idea.
And stay at a hotel there?
I wouldn't. Do you say...
Like, I want to go to the Maldives really bad. I don't
Yeah.
want
That's
to
right.
fly there, but I would much rather be in one of those huts on the crystal clear water with the bottomless glass floor where you can see the fish, then go to the moon and look at a bunch of rock.
Are you questioning why we're going to the moon or why anyone would want to stay there?
No, I have no problem if science dictates that we need to go back to the moon, or if we need to win some public relation war, whatever our our president says we need to do, I'm all for it.
But there is nothing. This would be like going to just hang out in an unbuilt cul-de-sac. We used to do it in high school because we would hide from the cops and drink beer in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
But like you're going to this rock, there's nothing there.
Yeah, I don't understand the fascination of wanting to colonize it. I just don't understand it.
What if the government knows it's the only thing that's going to survive? So they're colonizing it so they can go live there when everything else falls apart.
I don't know.
That's not going to help me.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be on a colony in the moon.
I don't either. That's what I always say about the Armageddon movies. Like people that survive the apocalypse, it's a pretty crappy existence afterwards. I'd rather just not survive.
No, like there's a movie that I came across the other day. It's called 10 Years, and it's 10 years since whatever the apocalypse was, that event. And so these people are out there. They're living in underground.
I don't want that.
They're battling for their food.
That's
Everybody's turned into cannibals.
Yeah, why do I want that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like these people that are the survivalists that stock up so they can live underground for 6 months. I'm like, all right, that 6 months is over. You go above ground. It ain't going to be great.
No.
Silo is sort of that way too, but what's your alternative? You're just going to off yourself?
No, I'm just going to, it's not going to be fun, but I'm just going to let what happens happen.
Yeah, I would do like The Last of Us, good glass of wine, and put something potent in that. And
whatever
have
happens,
one more
happens.
good night. We're going to call it.
Yep.
We're going to
go see
time to draw the curtain.
Go see the good Lord. Go meet my Maker and spend eternity in heaven, Jim.
Okay, but that's what I'm asking. Do you off yourself?
No, I'll let nature take care of itself.
But
Let
at
the
that
good
point,
Lord
then
handle
you're going to go eat. So then you got to start eating. So now you're fighting.
No, I'm going to die.
Yeah, I think I'm going to off myself in that situation.
No. I'm not going to punch my own ticket. I may be like Lance. I may I may take a sleep aid and just go to sleep and, assume we don't wake up.
No, but more than likely you're going to wake up.
You just described suicide.
No. I go to sleep.
I mean, where am I losing the semantics?
So the cannibal eats you when you're asleep?
No, that's not the apocalypse. The apocalypse is going to be something blowing up. Like, I'm just going to.
Okay, and I'm with you. If there is a big nuclear,
right?
We'll say from Greenland. We'll just pick Greenland. If there's a big nuclear thing coming in from Greenland,
random country to choose.
Right? I just, my choice is to go underground,
or just let it happen,
or to just leave the windows open and sit there. And
I need to see the pamphlet.
Play into my dynasty.
Yeah,
see if I get Virginia.
I
need something other than a holiday bowl.
No, but I mean, if you're like, hey, we've got hot showers, we've got a major buffet that's going to last the next decade, we've got Netflix.
I still don't know.
Yeah, I can sign up for that.
Yeah.
So anyway, this place is called the Galactic Resource Utilization Space, known as GRU Space, tech startup.
It sounds boring.
They are building dwellings on the surface of the moon. Their multi-phase plan includes testing inflatable structures in 2031 and eventually making hotels by 2032. There is no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pyramid scheme.
It really does.
They're taking deposits right now.
Yeah, there you go. It's a Ponzi scheme now.
$250,000 to $1 million.
Yeah. Where do I need to go meet them? Can I meet them for lunch today at Odie's? Will they have a computer open when I walk in?
And at the bottom of the description, they have final pricing has not yet been determined, but will likely exceed $10 million.
Yeah, we'll get back with you on that.
So it's a timeshare.
Yeah.
And by the way, I wouldn't get on one of these shuttles and go to the moon for $10 million.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
By the way,
I don't like flying.
If I've got $10 million, you know what?
Boom.
I don't want to go to the moon.
That's right.
I'm living a pretty good life.
Happy right here on the earth.
Yeah. That is trash today, and that's the show today. Indiana's the national champions. Tomorrow, we'll be only 215 days away from college football.
Be here before you know it.
That's a long time.
Yep.
I mean, think about it. We've only got 3 more football games this year.
I know.
Not counting the Flag Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Boy, you're going to promote that. Sell that one, boys. I think it was in the Fox game where Kevin Burkhardt was trying to sell it.
Oh, man, what a great college football season. I mean, I know
it was.
I mean, it seemed like it's a month ago, but that Alabama-Oklahoma game was fun. I was there. God, it was just some good moments. Some good moments. Not enough of them, though. Now it's basketball season. Let's go. Let's get some wins, guys. Let's go. Back with you tomorrow. Until next time, God bless you. God bless America.